are the Clinton cheerleaders here at ORUD warming up for tonight's big game. Ready? Clinton Dragons! Clinton Dragons! Clinton Dragons! Let's go, Dragons! Let's go, Dragons! ORUD has exciting appliance incentives to offer your family. Buy appliances and get rewarded. It's as simple as that. Learn more about how much you can save at ORUD.org.
You can save over $1,000 on your annual utility bills when you make the switch to natural gas for heating, cooking, and clothes drying.
Natural gas is affordable, reliable, and safe. We are proud to offer our customers a product that saves money, provides consistent service, and is a clean energy source.
ORUD is your one-stop shop. We sell and install gas appliances for our customers and make it easy to add to your bill with our 0% interest financing.
ORUD is your affordable energy choice, so make the game-winning play by switching to natural gas this football season.
It's such a great rivalry. It's a storied rivalry with so many connections. There's 5 miles of separation between Oliver Springs and Coalfield. The stretch of highway is named after the late Gary Criss, a product of Oliver Springs High School and coaching legend at Coalfield High School. A bridge on that highway is named in memory for Aaron Brady Walls, a young man who played football at both schools. In 60 meetings, Oliver Springs has won 34 of those, but there have been some classics. Oliver Springs won in overtime in 2007, 19-16. In 1979, it took 5 overtimes before the Bobcats finally came out with a 2014 win. Or just 6 years earlier, in 1973, when Coalfield got the overtime nod 6-0. There have also been some blowouts, including very recent history. Oliver Springs last got a win in this contest in 2017. Since then, the Jackets have outscored Oliver Springs 190-13. The Bobcats burst onto the scene last season under first-year head coach Tyler Harper, which led to what we thought would be an exciting game for a region championship. Coalfield slammed the door on that, though, winning 50-0 to win a regular season region championship, but then again 56-0 in the third round of the playoffs. Oliver Springs is better than last year, and Coalfield is still Coalfield. Have the Bobcats made up enough ground in Coach Harper's second year, or will the Yellow Jackets remain the king of the hill? We'll find out tonight in Week 10 of the OEB Law Game of the Week. Day or night, 24/7, someone will be there to answer and give you a free consultation and get to work on your case immediately. Call 865-546-1111 or visit that website full of helpful information. It is very easy to remember, reckontoacheck.com. That is our title sponsor, OEB Law. I'm Aaron Harvey, joined by Coach Dan Shoemaker, no relation. Oliver Springs has 2 losses this season, one to Kingston, thought to be one of the top teams in 3A, and South Pitt, thought to be the best team in single A. Coalfield's single loss came to 3A Sequatchie County. Both teams seem okay with playing up, which should help them in tonight's game, but also moving forward.
Yeah, teams get better by playing better competition, Aaron, and it's really hard to simulate real game experience in practice. So scheduling up helps your team get better and learn how to compete at a high level. Both of these teams have been tested. They've prepared for this game, and they've prepared for a game like this. A game that will likely determine a district championship tonight. There is a lot at stake for these guys.
That's Coach Dan Shoemaker. I'm Aaron Harvey. We really look forward to tonight's game, and we'll break that down and let you know what's going on elsewhere. And we'll do that thanks to Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties. Elaine, a local product with integrity and know-how to take care of all of your real estate needs. If you need to buy or sell a home, give her a call at 423-617-6748. That's 423-617-6748. Stay tuned for more of the Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties pregame show for our OEB Law Game of the Week.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Daniel Forrester has been trusted by Anderson County families for nearly 2 decades. Daniel has appeared in Anderson County Chancery, Circuit, Sessions, and Juvenile Court thousands of times over the past decade. A Rule 31 mediator, Daniel has been trusted to mediate hundreds of cases across Anderson County. A community leader, Daniel has worked closely with local officials to make Anderson County a better place. A conservative and dedicated husband and father, Daniel's faith has shaped his character and integrity. On March 5th, vote Daniel Forrester for Anderson County Chancellor.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Here we go, Billy. Swing hard.
As your local agent, I know you. I know every Saturday your son Billy plays Little League. We sponsor his team. And we know you love parking way too close to the field. That's why we tailor a unique policy for you and your car. Because sometimes something from out of left field can literally come from out of left field. That's simple human sense.
Ask Griffin Insurance Agency in Kingston if auto owners make sense for you.
Welcome back to the Elaine Wald of East Tennessee Properties pregame show. Elaine has just under a decade of experience in the real estate business, and year after year she sells millions of dollars worth of property. She serves nearly all of East Tennessee, so Coalfield fans, Oliver Springs fans, or other fans around the area, give Elaine a call or text for all of your real estate needs. That number 423-617-6748. It's up there on the screen there. 423-619-6748. I'm Aaron Harvey, and joined by Dan Shoemaker. We got to talk about a matchup that normally takes place earlier in the season, but it's waiting until the penultimate week this year. It's normally one of the biggest matchups in the state, and even made it to a national audience televised on ESPN in 2012. Of course, I'm talking about Maryville and Alcoa. These two teams have dominated this millennium in their respective classes, and Maryville's dominated this series, winning 64 of 94 total games going back to 1927. But Alcoa won last season 27-14. Tornadoes host this year, and they're doing pretty well, sitting at 7-0. Maryville, on the other hand, has underperformed, losing 3 games already. Does that make you want to take Alcoa in this game? Well, hang on a sec. Bearden is a common opponent, and the Bulldogs led Alcoa until the final plays of that game. The opposite happened when Maryville met up with them, and the Bulldogs got the victory by a single point in overtime. But let's also point out that Maryville lost to West 21-14. Alcoa beat them 24-7, so yeah, I'm taking Alcoa to cover the spread.
What?
Penultimate.
I think that means like the next to the last, maybe.
Listen at it.
Week 10 for the week 11 or the 11-week season.
That's it.
I'm just a humble football coach.
I got you.
Yes, this is late for that matchup, very much so. But it will still be standing room only. That's a $70,000 gate, they tell me over there, for one ball game. They split that gate every year, so that that's a big chunk, right? I think that Alcoa is on point and Maryville's struggling, so Alcoa has the advantage. Smart money is picking Alcoa if you're a betting man, but I think it's going to be closer than a lot of people think.
Well, to be cliche, when you get into a rivalry game, you just throw those record books out the window. And so I know those two schools don't like each other, and so it should be a lot of fun tonight, even if Alcoa is able to get the win, because I do think that it should be a close game, like you referred to. You know, a 4A region championship on the line tonight, specifically in Region 2. Gibbs at 7-1 is off to its best start since 2010. The single blemish on the Eagles' schedule came to a pretty doggone good Halls team, which also sits at 7-1. But Coach Brad Turner's team is having to go to the bullpen tonight to take on Anderson County. The Mavericks are 4-4, but I can say with confidence that there's not a better 4-loss team in the state, and they'll be going for a 6th straight region title. Not to mention, Davy Gillum's squad has gotten better week over week. Can the school that gave us Trevor Bain, Morgan Wallen, and Kenny Chesney break AC's streak?
Well, if it was going to happen, it better happen this year, because there's been really a lot of talk about the resurgence of this Gibbs team, you know, and how much better they've been. But you can never count Anderson County out. They play hard, they play tough at home, they play good defense. They can run the ball, they can throw the ball. I think the advantage here goes to AC, and I feel that the Mavs will pull the win out probably late in the fourth quarter.
We'll be keeping an eye on that score, so we'll let you know throughout the game. You know, Region 2 and Single A is all over the place. Looking at the standings and the remaining games, it looks like you could end up with a three-way tie for first between Coalfield, Oliver Springs, and Rockwood. But get this, you could also end up with a three-way tie for the final 2 playoff spots between Rockwood, Greenback, and Oakdale. If you notice, the team in both of those scenarios was Rockwood. The Tigers play in Oakdale tonight. Win that one, and you've got a chance to tie for first. You know, also in that scenario, after tiebreakers, you'd still finish third. Now, for the Eagles, if Coach Boyle's team can be ahead at zeros, the Eagles would need help because Greenback would have to lose to Oliver Springs, but a Week 11 victory would set up a three-way. In that scenario, after the tiebreakers, the Eagles would actually finish third, and Rockwood would be fourth. A loss tonight, though, and Oakdale's likely set to finish 6th. It's a calamity, and I'm here for it. As far as that game tonight goes, you'll have contrasting styles as Rockwood line it up. They try to run to control the clock, and Oakdale's going to be slinging it. Joe Summers has over 1,800 yards passing and 22 touchdowns. Nehemiah Cooney has over 1,100 yards receiving and 13 touchdowns. Rockwood has shown struggles against the pass this season, and it may come down to whether or not Oakdale can stop the run game.
You know, I remember those days of trying to figure out where you're finishing and, you know, if you're third or fourth, where you got to travel to in that other region and how they're finishing. And the combinations and the permutations are really just limitless on this playoff picture. At the end of the night, though, at the end of tonight, it will start to be a whole lot clearer. And I also remember coaching against a guy at Oakdale named David Cooney, who is Nehemiah Cooney's dad. He was a hard-nosed player, too, and you had to account for him when you were game planning for Oakdale. Nehemiah's a lot the same way. He's a big weapon when they're on offense. He does a lot on defense as well. If Rockwood can hold the ball, grind the clock, and keep the top on the defense, they've got a good chance. But if Oakdale gets the throw game going and Cooney gets loose, it could be a long night for the Tigers.
Yeah, we were talking in pregame, and you alluded to the fact that a lot of what Oakdale likes to do is give Cooney one-on-one matchups, which he's very good at winning. 1,100 yards for Cooney. Summers has thrown for over 1,800, which means every other person who's caught a pass has only accounted for 700 of the 1,800 yards that Summers has thrown for. So Rockwood will definitely have to keep a cap on him tonight to be able to win that game. So I tell you what, we've got a couple other things we're going to go at, and then I took my best chance or best guess at what's going to happen in the playoffs and playoff standings. So we'll go over that a little bit too when we go over region standings. And of course, we got to preview tonight's game, a huge rivalry game between Coalfield and Oliver Springs. We're at Harlan Wall Stadium, so we will do that when we get back to the Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties pregame show.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians. And for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
A college degree can't be earned in just one day, but can be achieved by doing our best together, just one day at a time. From getting a great start with your Roan State Success Coach, to learning together in the classroom, accessing free tutoring in the Learning Center, and working one-on-one with your instructors. Together, we succeed, one day at a time. Oh, and free tuition helps. So apply at roanstate.edu now, and let's succeed together.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Our story starts with a promise made to the communities of East Tennessee. A promise to always look forward, to the horizon, and past it. A promise to help you live well. At Covenant Health, whenever you enter one of our hospitals, visit any of our physicians, or talk to us on the phone, we will welcome you and your family as one of our own. Because it's about you, and it's about time. Covenant Health. For every moment.
And welcome back to Coalfield with the Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties pregame show. Elaine did just shy of $10 million in sales a year ago, but she's a multi-million-dollar producer perennially, serving nearly all of East Tennessee. So Morgan, Scott, Roan, Anderson. Y'all need a real estate agent? Call or text my friend Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties, 423-619-6748. 423-619-6748. I'm Aaron Harvey with our favorite doctor-coach combo, Dan Shoemaker. Let's do a lightning round. I'm going to give you a matchup, and you tell me who you think wins, and possibly even a brief snippet of info of that matchup, and maybe 15 words or less. Okay, here we go.
We'll do that.
Midway at Harriman.
Harriman, I think they're ready to break through tonight.
All right, McMinn County at Powell.
Powell tops the Cherokees, I think, in a close one.
Halls at West.
The clock will strike midnight for Cinderella. I think West by a lot.
All right. Carnes at Clinton.
Dragons over the Beavers by a couple of scores.
Lenore City at Oak Ridge.
Oak Ridge and a rebound win.
How about a bonus matchup just for fun, just to test you? Whitehaven at Collierville.
Collierville in a shootout. Whitehaven needs to win this one to keep their playoff hopes alive, but not tonight.
And you know what? We didn't prep that ahead of time, so like for the fact that you knew that, no, LOL. That's some notes from me just to add to the fun. Halls is 7-1 on the year and is likely headed on the road for the first round of the playoffs if it can't pull off a win against West. If Clinton defeats Carnes tonight, the Dragons will finish third in the region. If Clinton loses, the Dragons are going to miss the playoffs. Powell and McMinn County could have a rematch in the semifinals of the playoffs if both teams went on a run, and that game could likely be, or would likely be, at McMinn County. Oak Ridge and Lenore City, they're playing for a region championship tonight. The loser will be guaranteed second place regardless of whatever happens next week, and we might be looking at a scenario where either of these teams could rest players in week 11. And on a final note, I had a roommate once, and he was from Collierville. So now let's look at those region standings, because even though we've got just 2 weeks remaining, there's so many possibilities out there. And so we'll start Region 2, 1A. On a quick note, looking at Region 1 of this region here, it looks like it's set in place, and it normally is about this time of year. Looks like Cloudland's going to win that one. Jellicoe's going to finish second, and then North Green is going to finish third, Unaka fourth, unless some craziness happens that we don't expect. So basically, the winner of tonight's game is probably going to have a home game against Unaka, and the loser of this game probably going to have a home game against North Green. I'm talking tonight, Coalfield, Oliver Springs. You see them top of the region standings there.
Kindly remove your hats.
Oh, and before we get more into this, let's hear our national anthem.
On Tuesday night, we lost Coalfield alumnus Andy Schubert after a year-long battle with cancer. Andy was a 1994 graduate of Coalfield High School and was a three-sport standout during his time at CHS. Andy earned all-district honors in football, basketball, and baseball, and was named All-East Tennessee and All-State in football during his junior and senior seasons. Andy kicked 93 point-after kicks in his career, third highest in school history. In his senior season in 1993, Andy caught 62 passes for 1,603 yards and scored 19 touchdowns for head coach Gary Chris, and was tied for 12th in the state in scoring with 152 points scored. At this time, we ask that you join us in a moment of silence as we honor Andy Schubert. Thank you. Please remain standing as we honor America, her veterans, and the servicemen and women who fight to keep her free. Veterans are always welcome to render a salute as we present our national anthem. Tonight's featured performer is Mrs. Sandy Sheldon.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. The bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Does that Star-Spangled Banner yet wave? Yes, it does. It is a windy night, so you get a beautiful view of the drawn-out flag there. We talked a little bit about how this region could stack up. This one is a mess, and we'll know a lot more after tonight. But, yeah, so the winner of this game is going to be first, and the loser of this game is going to be second, because even after tiebreak, there could be a three-way tie for first, but even after those tiebreakers, actually,
we ask your cooperation in ensuring a smoke-free environment.
Yeah, that's true. So, like I said, we'll know a little bit more after tonight. Let's leave it at that and then go on.
The Morgan County Sheriff's Office.
All right. So, looking at Region 2, 2A, this is York Institute. All they got to do is win against either Wartburg or Polk County, and they secure that first spot. Number 2 is going to be the winner of Oneida and Bledsoe County. Number 3 is going to be the loser of Oneida and Bledsoe County, and number 4 is going to be Polk County. In the the unlikely scenario, York loses its last 2 games, which again are against Wartburg and Polk County, that means the winner of Oneida and Bledsoe is going to win that region. So again, unlikely, but
big game right there.
Could happen. So Region 2, 3A, the winner of Alcoa and Kingston is going to win that one. The loser is going to finish second. Now for third, the winner of the AE Union County game is going to finish third unless Scott upsets Austin East, because Austin East still has to play Union County and Scott. And then so the loser of the the Austin East, I've got AC on my sheet because I did that wrong. The loser of Austin East Union County is going to be fourth unless, again, Scott High upsets Austin East. So there's where that one's going to line up. Region 2, 4A, you've got the winner of Anderson County and Gibbs. They're likely first. The loser is likely second. Halls could create a 3-way tie with a win against West and Central if also West beats Powell. Likely, though, you're looking at the winner of Powell West. Hold on a minute. That's a different region, isn't it?
That is.
So Anderson County Gibbs, they're going to be first. What I'm talking about is this one right here.
Yeah.
Halls could create that 3-way tie with a win against West and Central if West beats Powell. Likely, though, the winner of Powell West is first, loser second, unless West loses both against Halls and Powell, which would mean Halls is second and West is third. I don't think that's going to happen, but it could. In Region 3, the winner of Oak Ridge and Lenore City is going to win the region. Likely, the loser is going to finish second, all right? And then 3 through 5 depend on the remaining games. Likely, though, if I'm a betting man, I'm going to say Clinton third, Campbell County is fourth, as long as Clinton beats Carnes tonight. So Region 2, 6A, Bearden and Bradley Central. The winner of that is going to win that region. That's taking place in Week 11. Bearden and Bradley Central loser is going to be second unless Cleveland upsets Bradley Central tonight. Likely Maryville is going to be third, and likely Cleveland is going to be fourth unless some upsets happen. So, like you said earlier, we'll know a lot more after tonight, but, man, that playoff picture wide open for some of them.
And the nice part is this thing wasn't decided in Week 4 and Week 5, and these games are meaningless. These games are really important.
They are. So let's continue our Lane Walden VCC Properties pregame show by going ahead and jumping into our preview of this one. 5.5 miles and a lot of spirited hate separate Coalfield and Oliver Springs. A heated series that's seen multiple players play for both schools over the years. We mentioned the Gary Chris connection as well. Coach Chris graduated from Oliver Springs but left a name for himself in these parts for what he did on the sidelines and in the classroom. This is a small town high school football at its finest, and we get set to preview this one with the last segment of our Lane Walden VCC Properties pregame show. Coalfield has won the toss, and they will defer to the second half. So we mentioned earlier Oliver Springs started the season, a road trip to South Pittsburgh, and then followed it up with a game against Kingston. First week was 56-0 loss. The second week was a little better, 45-20. But back in Week 2 when that happened, I had no idea that Kingston's defense would be as good as it was this season, nor did I know that Kingston would bounce back the way it did. You see 45-20, that's actually impressive, because before last week against McMinn Central, no other team had scored more than 14 on those Yellow Jackets. And since then, OS has been on a tear, winning every game since then by an average of 27 points.
Yeah, Coach Harper really challenged this team early and has watched them grow and develop. They're a young team, and especially in spots, but over the last 9 weeks, those players have grown up and gotten better. The Bobcats hit their stride, and now they're playing some pretty good football right now.
Coalfield, on the other hand, they're Coalfield. You have to go back to 2009 to get a losing season, but since 2020, the Yellow Jackets are 41-7. Coalfield's only loss this season was on the road against Sequatchie County, a 5-3 Class 3A team that has a chance to win its region. And that was a tight ball game for almost the entire game before the winning team finally pulled out the 31-14 win.
Yeah, when this season started, there were a lot of questions around this Coalfield team too. But looking at their body of work with the way they've played their schedule, they found some answers. They run well, they pass well. Coach Wilson, offensive coordinator, does a good job of finding what works. Defensively, Coach Jones has these guys giving up only 4.4 points in their region schedule per game.
You know,
that's tremendous.
Yeah, from a style standpoint, Coalfield going to throw it a little bit more with run game mixed in. Oliver Springs is going to run it with a little bit of throwing mixed in. That's what we know, because Luke Treese, the quarterback of this team, thrown for 1,400 yards and 18 touchdowns, and Jaden Bunch, their leading rusher, has just shy of 500 yards on the ground. But Oliver Springs, on the other hand, Mason Day has 716 rushing yards, and Liam Boakey has 800 yards through the air and 11 scoring touchdowns.
It will be a contrast in styles for sure. Some teams run the ball to set up the pass. Other teams pass the ball to set up the run. My thoughts that each team is going to do what they do, and they're going to try to get on track early.
There was a little bit of rain today, so wet field could be a factor. I don't think so, though. The rain moved out a lot earlier than we thought it would, so I don't think that that's going to be near the factor that we anticipated it was. So I tell you what, I'm in need of a doctor. Dr. Dan, your do's and don'ts.
Do's and don'ts. For Oliver Springs, do's, first thing, control the clock, win on first down, contain the Coalfield offense, and then press on special teams. Make things happen on special teams. The don'ts for Oliver Springs are don't turn the ball over, don't give up big plays, and don't get predictable when you have the ball when you're on offense. The do's for Coalfield, establish that offensive identity, dominate on defense, stop the run. And the don'ts for Coalfield are pretty simple. No long drives on defense, get the defense off the field, don't get knocked off the ball, and no mental errors or pre-snap penalties.
So our Davis Funeral Home kickoff was on the way, and Oliver Springs has it. This return is by Jackson Jet.
Jackson Jet on return.
And Jet gets up to just over the 15-yard line, so not great field position to start this game for Oliver Springs.
Not a good starting point. No, you look at the pants of Oliver Springs. They were on the ground warming up, and there's no mud, no moisture on those at all. This is a nice dry field.
So in at quarterback, Liam Boakey, like we said. Beside him, Mason Day, like we said. But also there's another back in the backfield. So a two-back set, man in motion for Oliver Springs, handoff. And this is going to go to Dakota Atkins.
Nice little push up the left side right there.
Looks like Atkins is going to pick up about 4, which will set up a 2nd and 6.
Nice little run.
See the Chuck Fleischman replay here. Mason Day is a lead blocker.
Little power play right inside there. Oliver Springs is a little bit bigger up front than Coalfield, so if they can lock on and push, Coalfield's got to get off those blocks.
Here's a snap, handoff. This goes to Day. Day with running room around the outside. He's going to have enough for a Hammers 1st and 10 if Oliver Springs keeps the ball off that fumble, which they do.
Day, the ball carrier.
That ball looked like it was recovered by Brady Woods.
Yeah, nice little run right there on the edge. They're getting a good push on the left side.
Ooh, and that helmet went directly on the ball.
Helmet on the ball.
And that was caused by Waylon Burgess, just a sophomore on this Coalfield team. So here we go again with this two-back set. You've got Mason Day lined up in like a fullback position. Adkins behind him. Jet in motion a little bit. Handoff goes to Day. And Day again picks up about 4. Should bring up 2nd 6.
Nice little crease up inside now. It's not a big run, but it's on schedule. What, about 4 yards?
Yeah. Yeah, this Oliver Springs team, what's impressive about what they're doing is they are so young. You just count, you look at Mason Day, that's a sophomore. You look at Jackson Jet, or I'm sorry, Mason Day is a junior, Jackson Jet is a sophomore. Dakota Atkins, a senior on this team, but not many seniors. Ooh, a handoff. This one goes to Atkins. And Coalfield was in the backfield before Adkins could even get the football.
Yeah,
there is a flag.
Adkins, the ball
I think we got illegal formation on Oliver Springs.
That's exactly what it was. And, of course, Coalfield going to decline that penalty, which is going to bring up a 3rd down and about 12 for Oliver Springs.
Yeah, pressure off the edge right there. They didn't have enough men on the line of scrimmage. And so I think there was a little confusion in the blocking scheme as well. And Coalfield definitely took advantage of that. First, was it 3rd and long now?
Yep, 3rd about 12.
Long, ball on the 28.
Sabokian shotgun. Beside him is Day. Drops back to pass. And Boki works his way out into the flat and tosses it upfield, and it's out of bounds on Coalfield's sideline. And Oliver Springs going to have to punt this football away.
Yeah, very patient. They moved the pocket to get him outside so he'd have a little more time. Protection wasn't bad here, guys. Just a 3-man rush, so he had time, just couldn't find somebody open.
Looking for one-on-one coverage, it looked like. He had Jaquan Benton. So Dakota Atkins, the punter on this team, kicks a beautiful spiral, and it goes over the head of the return man, Colton Henry. And that goes inside the 20, down at the 19-yard line. I'm sorry, Eli Roberts is the return man.
Inside the 20.
That wasn't a beautiful punt.
That's what I was saying.
It wasn't a beautiful punt, but it was effective, and then the roll gives you another 15 yards. So yeah, you'll take that every time.
This is a pretty spiral. It wasn't very high, though.
No. And the punter's not very deep. I think Coalfield might try to go block one of those before the night's over.
So courtesy of a great Oliver Springs roll, Coalfield will have the Hammers 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And we've got another flag on the play.
That's it, pre-snap penalty stuff.
So that is a
Coalfield penalized 5 yards, dead ball
start.
False start.
I think that's Aaron Evans as a white hat tonight.
No, that's not.
Is it not Evans?
It's not. A Hammers 1st and 15. Treese in the backfield has Jaden Bunch beside him. Treese is going to set it out to Roberts, and Roberts with running room.
There it is right there.
Up across the 25 and up to, see where they spot it. Looks like they're going to give him right at the 25.
Yeah, just a little quick screen out to the left, little flare pass.
So courtesy of that Roberts gain, picks up about 11. Should bring up a 2nd and 4.
On the 25.
Treese, handoff. This goes to Bunch. Bunch bounces it outside and gets up to the 30-yard line, and he'll have enough to move the chains for a Hammers 1st and 10.
First down.
Jaden Bunch on the give. Met first by Dakota Atkins.
Looking to go inside, but that was plugged, so Bunch, just a sophomore as well, bounces that out to the outside and picks up.
Yeah, he's a nice running back. He's got good vision, good first step.
Treese takes the handoff, fakes the handoff, rolls to the left. Now he's got to keep it himself. He'll pick up a couple. I believe that'll bring up about a 2nd and 7. There is a flag, though, in front of the Oliver Springs sideline at about the 28-yard line. And it's a procedure penalty on Coalfield.
That puts him in a hole again.
1st and 15. Now, that happened first set of downs. They were able to dig themselves out of that hole. We'll see what they do here.
Penalized 5 yards.
Hammers 1st and 15.
Illegal formation. First and 15, Yellow Jackets, ball on the 25.
Yeah, they're set in tight.
Treese with a quick pitch out to Bunch. Bunch is tackled after a gain of 1 if they give him forward progress.
He was almost tackled for a loss right there.
We'll see on the Chuck Fleischman replay. Sure was.
Was able to avoid that tackle and get positive yardage. He didn't get a lot, but at least it's not a negative play.
Which brings up 2nd and 14. Treese takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Bunch, looks over the middle, and pass is intercepted. Other direction for Oliver Springs is Cooper Jones, and Jones is inside the 5-yard line of Coalfield.
Wow, that's a big play right there for the Oliver Springs defense.
Treese just didn't see him.
No, linebacker was just floating back into his zone, into his drop zone right there, and I don't think Treese saw him.
They mark him at the 5, and now Oliver Springs in the red zone.
First and goal, Bobcats, ball on the 5.
So let's see if Oliver Springs can take advantage of this excellent field position with 6:39 left to go in the first. Hammers first and goal.
Looks like a power set here in the backfield.
Yep. Adkins, Day on either side. Handoff goes to Adkins. Adkins inside the 5, down to about the 2.
Go to Adkins, the ball carrier.
You notice they've kept running that left side. They like the left side over there.
And they lined up that H-back on that side too.
Yeah.
Cole Jackson.
2nd and goal.
So Oliver Springs 2 yards away from taking the lead in this one. Same set, H-back on different side. Handoff goes to Day. Day is in the end zone. Touchdown, Oliver Springs. Bobcats strike first.
Mason Day carries for the Oliver Springs touchdown. Play covering 2 yards.
And that is a Sabra Beauchamp touchdown. She's a member of the class of 1998 here at Coalfield.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
As Boki comes on to attempt the extra point. Snap, set, kick on the way.
Nice.
It's
nice
good.
Kick, yeah.
Wow, so Oliver Springs strikes first. They lead this game 7-0 with 6:07 left to go in the OEB Law Game of the Week.
The Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge presents New Year's Eve 2024 Countdown on Sunday, December 31st, 2023 at 9 p.m. to January 1st, 2024 at 1 a.m. Live band, food truck, hot air balloons, sponsored by Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Baird, the City of Oak Ridge, David Coffey, BBB Communication, and Holloway Event Company. Ball drop and fireworks. Come with your friends and family to count down the new year together. Don't miss it. Free to the public. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
And welcome back to the OEB Law Game of the Week as we get set for a Davis Funeral Homes kickoff. Davis Funeral Homes, 2 locations to serve you, 1 in Wartburg, 1 in Harriman. For more information for all of their services that they can provide, go to davisfuneralhomes.com or give the nearest location to you a call. The Boki set to kick this one away. Back deep to receive for Coalfield is
Number 18, Liam Boki to kick off for the Bobcats. Deep for the Yellow Jackets,
Matthew Denton.
Matthew Denton.
And Boki's kickoff is a high spinner that will be taken at the 10-yard line by Denton. Denton crosses 20, crosses to 25, gets quickly over the 30 and down to about the 33-yard line. So Coalfield will have pretty good starting field position for this Hammers 1st and 10.
Had a nice little crease right up to his right just a little bit. Good blocking scheme right here. Gets behind his guys and finds the crease.
Cade McCoy gets the tackle as Treese brings his team back out. Bunch in the backfield with him. 2 wide receivers on either side of the line. 1 in motion now and gets the pitch. This is Colton Henry, and Henry is still up. He's still up.
Wow. He never went down.
The back of an Oliver Springs player does not equal the ground.
No, not at all. And the whole time he's still trying to run.
Yeah, Colton Henry.
Nice tackle there, but he's not down. You know, you play through the whistle, right?
That's right. Pick up a 4, makes it 2nd and 6. Treese.
6-man box here. They're kind of playing this for the pass.
Treese completes a pass. This goes to Levi Heidel, and Heidel is wrapped up.
Pass.
Tackled right along the sideline. Maybe a pickup of 1 there. That'll bring up 3rd and let's call it 6.
Net first by Jet.
Yeah, Oliver Springs running the ball. Look at all those white jerseys standing around the ball right there.
3rd and 6 Yellow Jackets, ball on the 37.
3-man front again. It's almost like a nickel package you might see in the NFL.
Mason Day coming up from a linebacker spot. Looks like he's showing blitz. We'll see. Treese takes a snap. Quick drop. Now quarterback draw. Gets up to the 40. Gets across the 45. He'll have enough for the Hammers 1st and 10.
Nice call right there.
Treese keeps. Stopped by Thacker.
See the Chuck Fleischman replay here.
Caught him in a blitz. Able to block, find the crease. Nice job right there.
So blitz. Coalfield taking advantage of the blitz there.
The blitz is not always the answer to the you seek.
Treese, that same formation, man in motion again. Treese fakes the pitch. Now he's in trouble. Throws the ball upfield. Man is there. That pass is bobbled and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Trying to get Waylon Burgess that time.
Yeah, he had Burgess for just a second.
Waylon Burgess incomplete. Jet defending.
The defender was able to close ground right there.
And Burgess still almost made that catch.
Yeah, nice strong throw. He's got a great arm. You know, when you play in baseball, he's a catcher, and they've always got nice arm. Be able to throw.
2nd and 10 Yellow Jackets. Ball on the 47.
It's one of those 50-50 balls.
Yep.
You know, half the time your guy catches it and half the time he doesn't.
Burgess definitely had a chance there. Man in motion is Henry. Now lines up at about an H-back position. Handoff goes to Bunch. Bunch crosses the 45 of Oliver Springs and gets really close to a 1st down, but I think he's just short.
Yeah, I think he's about half a yard short maybe.
That'll bring up 3rd and short.
Nice push up front by the Coalfield offensive line right there. You got Solner playing the center, and he comes off, gets a nice block. He kind of set the point.
Oliver Springs 44.
Two wide receivers at either side. Coalfield's been doing this a lot. Treese fakes the handoff to Bunch. Treese keeps it himself and gets up to about the 42-yard line, and that's enough for the Hammers 1st and 10.
Got a little zone read action right there. They're pulling the backside.
That first by number 73, Tyler Gaines.
It's not a big game, but it didn't need to be a big game.
Now 3 wide receivers to the right, and Oliver Springs jumps. That'll cost the Bobcats 5 yards.
1st and 5.
Oliver Springs penalized 5 yards. Dead ball foul, encroachment.
All right, so with the Hammers 1st and 5, ball spotted at the 37-yard line. Left hash. Same formation for Coalfield. Treese takes a snap quickly, gets it out to his wide out, and that pass is incomplete. Caught off of a hop by Levi Heidel. That'll bring up 2nd and 5.
That could have been a big play. If he'd been able to catch the ball cleanly, he had a lot of room. Oliver Springs really reacted to it late.
Same set for Treese. Fakes the handoff to Bunch, looks upfield. Now he's in trouble. Now throws to a comeback receiver, tries to hit Burgess. That pass is incomplete as he was tiptoeing the sideline.
Watch the protection up inside. I think we had a hole. And we didn't call it, so I guess we didn't have it.
Now the officials are calling for a timeout for themselves. Oh, what do we got here?
Oh, we got an injury.
Oh no, that looks like Bunch. We're being told that is Burgess. Either way, you don't like to see injuries.
No, not at all. And I really didn't see what happened there.
I didn't either. And we couldn't see the injury because it was right there on the sideline. I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and take a break. Oliver Springs leads it with 2:31 left to go in the first quarter, 7-0 in your OEB Law Game of the week.
On-site care in Kingston is accepting new patients. Nurse practitioner Candace Templeton has over 25 years of healthcare experience in offering management of chronic care conditions. On-site care offers free sports physicals for established patients. Plus, on-site care offers hormone replacement therapy with compounded pellets. And now on-site care welcomes Darren Wright, a board-certified family nurse practitioner who will be accepting new patients. Call 865-285-9588 to schedule an appointment at On-Site Care.
And back to the OEB Law Game of the week. That was Burgess on the injury. Third about 5. Treese, quick out, and that goes to Roberts. Roberts with running room. He's got a
flag.
Hammers 1st and 10.
And then got a flag out of bounds over here.
But we do have 2 flags on the play. Coalfield clapping about the second one, so I believe that'll be a late hit out of bounds. We'll have to see what the first one is.
Pass complete.
Typically, looks like the area of maybe a hold.
I think he's calling wide receiver holding out there.
We have penalty markers on the play.
Be interesting to see what the second one, if it's a dead ball or if it's during the play. If it's during the play, they'll both offset and we'll do the do-over like in the backyard. But if it's enforced during the play and then dead ball, then they'll mark them both off.
Holding on Coalfield, just as we said. It is a dead ball.
So they mark that out.
Coalfield penalized 10 yards from holding.
Coalfield needed 5 yards. They're penalized 10 yards, which makes it 3rd and 15. However, then the dead ball penalty, which gives Coalfield 15 yards. So after both those penalties, Coalfield nets 5 yards and a Hammers 1st and 10.
Yeah, and with 3 you get egg rolls. So, that's a hard way to get the first down.
Now Tree sends 3 wideouts to his left, 1 to his right. Bunch in the backfield with him. Fakes the handoff. A quick slant is almost intercepted again.
I thought he picked that one.
Treese just threw it a little bit in front of his intended target. You'll see on the Chuck Fleischman replay.
Ball's on a rope too. See how flat that trajectory is? He's zipping that one in there.
And for Oliver Springs, that's Jordan Gray, and he's upset with himself.
Second and 10 Yellow Jackets. On the 32.
The wide side, they've got a lot of room to work right here.
And they've got numbers.
Yeah.
And Tree sees it. Pump fakes. Steps up, but he runs out of time and has to throw it out of bounds. I don't see a receiver over there, though. And that is going to be an intentional grounding.
Yeah, they called the grounding. I didn't see one over there either.
Treese, man, he had the one-on-one. He hit the pump fake, but he ran out of time.
Yeah, they brought pressure.
And bringing that pressure was Cole Jackson for Oliver Springs.
5 yards, lost him down, intentional grounding.
So you get a 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, and you lose the down. And that's going to back Coalfield all the way up to the 44-yard line of Oliver Springs. And it looks like they got to make the 23. So my quick math tells me that is a 3rd and 21.
Yeah, at least. 3rd and Frostbottom from here.
So now Treese is going to do a quick out. That pass is complete. And crossing the 40, crossing the 35, down to the 30 for Coalfield is Heidel. And Heidel is going to be short by about 9 yards. Coalfield kind of in no man's land here, though.
Yeah, they got half of it back. You know, it's kind of 4-down territory anyway.
They're going to call it 4th and 10.
So they got half of the 21 roughly back. So this is manageable.
I don't expect to see Treese quick kick it here as they bunch everyone up. Treese, 5-step drop, looks, man, wide open, and overthrown is Bunch.
Pass.
He was open. Little corner route right there.
And Coalfield turns it over on downs. Let's see this Chuck Fleischman replay.
There's a wheel route just out of the back.
Yep.
Turnover on downs. The Bobcats take over 1st and 10. Ball on their own 31.
So Oliver Springs has a Hammers 1st and 10 at the Bobcat 31-yard line with 1:18 left to go in this first quarter.
You know, the first part of this first quarter flew by.
Yes, it did.
And then the last 4 minutes have taken a while. So, game of ebbs and flows.
Yeah, it seems like it's been about 15 minutes since I looked up and saw 3 minutes on the clock. Here's Boki, Day in the backfield, 2 wide receivers either side. One split out way far to the left, and we've got movement. That's a false start on Oliver Springs. The Bobcats going backwards 5 yards. Hammers 1st and 15.
Oliver Springs penalized 5 yards, dead ball, foul, false start.
Handoff Day going from right to left. Day crosses the 30 down to about the 31-yard line. And there is a fumble, but the official says Day was down.
Yeah, they called him down.
Day, the ball carrier.
Holding up 2 fingers. That means 2nd down.
Day picks up about 5 yards, so back to the initial line of scrimmage, makes it 2nd and 10. Let's see this Chuck Fleischman replay. Yeah, he's down.
Yeah. Good call.
For this 2nd and 10, handoff. This goes to Atkins. Atkins is
smothered,
swallowed in the backfield for a loss.
Yeah, they just penetrated the front right there.
Ball is going to be placed at about the 28-yard line. Third and about 14.
Play clock and the game clock are really close.
Yeah. I think the play clock is ahead of the game clock. Well, maybe half a second.
Well, I don't think we're going to snap it.
Oh, is that something you might ask an official? I guess the official told him, hey, you're good to let it go because he's standing over the ball.
That's the end of the first quarter.
So the first quarter comes to a close. Oliver Springs scores off of a Luke Treese interception. Bobcats have the ball and the lead 7-0 in the OEB Law Game of the Week.
At Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, we believe in turning moments into memories. From life's milestones and growing families, Ford is there every step of the way. 2023 Ford Bronco 2-door 4x4, $51,885. 2024 Ford Edge all-wheel drive SEL, $38,803. A 2023 F-150 4x4 Super Cab, $46,985. Local you trust, a new Ford your family can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Hey, Coach Shoemaker, you like apples?
Yeah.
McMinn County up on Powell, 7-0. How you like them apples?
Yeah, I'm telling you. That's why I'm here.
West is up on Halls, 7-6. And we'd like to say a big thank you to Big Orange Tree Service. No job too big or small. They do them all. Call Big Orange Tree Service for all your tree and stump needs. 865-414-5499. Fully insured and qualified. On this 3rd and long, Boki takes the snap. He's going to roll to his right. Thinks about pitching it. Keeps it himself. And now he does pitch it. And that was dangerous.
I don't think that was a called option.
Day, the ball carrier. Stopped by Heidel and Henry.
I would call that successful, except that it was 3rd down and you didn't get the 1st down.
It's 4th down.
Wow.
So, I mean, a pretty decent pickup, but Oliver Springs going to have to punt this ball away. And Adkins, the punter, you made the comment that he doesn't get very deep, and Coalfield's not sending anyone to receive it, so.
They may be coming after this one.
Here's the punt. That's a little bit higher, wobbly spiral.
That's a better kick, yeah.
It's a better kick, but it goes out of bounds before it can get a good roll. And if you look at your screen now, we'd like to thank OEB Law, and boy, they do a lot for the communities. You see on Thursday nights, Rivalry Thursday, they give $1,000 to the home team. For our games, the OEB Law Game of the Week, they give $1,000 to the home team. That recipient tonight, Coalfield High School, and with that check, the cheerleaders here. OEB Law, just one of the ways that they give back to the community. As Coalfield with a Hammers 1st and 10. Looks like the ball will be spotted at the 27-yard line. Treese sends 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Bunch in the backfield, and another pre-snap penalty.
Yeah, those give you ulcers.
False start on Coalfield. Makes the Hammers 1st and 15. Yeah, he knew it. Looked like Alex Farr. Here's a pitch out to Bunch. Bunch is tackled around the shoelaces, but regains his balance. Before then, he's tackled by a few more Bobcats.
Met first by Jet.
Yeah, they run to the ball. I'm going to tell you.
I believe they're going to say no gain on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 14. Jackson Jett cleans that one up.
2nd and 15, Yellow Jackets, ball on the 23.
Treese out of that same set. Takes a snap. 3-step drop. Looks, has plenty of time. Passes this one up, and it's almost picked off! And it's almost picked off again! Woo!
Pass.
Cooper Jones almost had another one.
Is that a flag on the?
It is. There's a flag on the far side of the field. You got it. Jett almost had it first, and then Jones couldn't wrap it up. And we've got a procedure penalty on Coalfield, and it's declined.
Yeah, I thought he was looking. Luke Treese was looking to his left. They took away what he wanted there, so he had to come back to the right.
So Coach Napier wants a timeout, which is brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. While you wait, visit pattersonsappliances.com to shop online for quality home appliances today.
Pre-planning it makes the process just so much easier for the family. It relieves them of having to make some difficult decisions at a bad time. I've made arrangements with hundreds of families that I have never had a family come in and say, gee, I wish Mom hadn't have done this. Pre-planning, I think, is one of the best things you can do for your family, just to alleviate those concerns.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week, Aaron Harvey, Coach Dan Shoemaker, and we were just kind of talking about it. Coalfield, they look off. Something's amiss.
Something's got them out of sync just a little bit. I don't know if it's in Oliver Springs is doing something they didn't expect, which I kind of think that is. Defensively, they're taking some things away that Coalfield likes to do. Of course, that's what you do as a defensive coordinator.
In this situation, again, it looks like Coalfield's got an advantage on the short side of the field with 3 wide receivers. Treese fakes the handoff to Bunch. Now he looks that way. Now throws it back across the field to Bunch, and Bunch with a completion. Cuts it back to the middle, and Bunch is going to cross the 35 before he's tackled. That's a good pickup of about 13 yards, but there is a flag on the play.
I think we've got a block in the back.
That's exactly what we have. You nailed it. That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot.
And Coach Harper says, yeah, we want that one.
Coalfield penalized 10 yards from the spot. Illegal block.
Yeah, I don't know if Coalfield would go for it on 4th and 2 on their side of the field, but probably not. I love these throwback plays.
Yeah, I love the design of that play. That's really nice. They're sneaking the back bunch out of the backfield.
That's on the side.
That was on the side. That's not really the back, is it?
No, it's not. 3rd and long, regardless.
Draw
play to Bunch. Bunch upfield, still on his feet. Crosses the 40. He's got the sideline over midfield, up to the 45, across the 40, into Oliver Springs territory. He's down at the 38-yard line, and a huge gain on the play.
Bunch, the ball carrier.
Nice call. Nice call.
He was entire.
That's a 39-yard gain, if my quick math is correct. Nice run by Bunch on that draw play.
Jackets fell on the Oliver Springs 38.
That's the second time Coalfield's picked up a 3rd and long with a draw. The first one just a quarterback draw. As Tree sends 2 wide receivers either side. Handoff goes to Bunch, letting him work. Bunch maybe makes it to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd long.
Bunch, the ball carrier.
Yeah, he was hitting the backfield.
Second and 10 Yellow
You know,
Jackets fell on the
I'm sorry.
38.
It's kind of funny seeing Bunch. Bunch is, he's strong, but he's a smaller guy. And then to have the Oliver Springs defensive lineman get a piggyback ride from him, it's kind of funny looking. Same formation, Tree, straight drop. And trying to set up the screen, that pass is incomplete. And Coach Napier wants a penalty.
Yeah, he felt like the quarterback was rough right there.
Defended by Jackson. Ruled incomplete.
So you see on the Chuck Fleischman replay.
Wow, throwing the screen, I thought it was a good call. The Oliver Springs defensive line did a really good job of following the offensive line out there to kind of make that a little tougher. You see him put the brakes on and then find their lineman.
Tree straight drop on this 3rd and 10. And he's sacked at midfield. A loss of 12.
Wow.
It's going to be 4th and 22.
Trees.
I want to ask you about that previous play. Let's watch the Chuck Fleischman replay, and
Just
then we'll get to that. Great pursuit that time by Day to get Treese down, but I think there were probably some fans that might have been looking at that and thinking that the screenplay, thinking that the defender got there early. What's the rule on that since it's not downfield?
If it's behind the line of scrimmage, you can rough him up all you want to.
Okay.
You can bang him, run with him, all of that. If it crosses the line of scrimmage, then it becomes a pass interference call. So the advantage of throwing behind the line of scrimmage is you can release your lineman early.
Right.
The disadvantage is they can grab up on your guy and mug him.
We got a stoppage in play. Actually, I believe we're going to have a delay of game, which we do. So Coalfield will be backed up 5 more yards, and it'll be 4th and 27.
5 yards, dead ball foul, delay of game.
That's not a bad penalty here. That just gives you more room to kick.
Yeah, Oliver Springs is going to send Benton back to receive this punt. And it's blocked! It's blocked and covered at the 28-yard line. Getting a big paw on it was Tyler Phillips.
Wow.
No flags on the play, and Oliver Springs is going to have wonderful field position.
Wow, he just got vertical. What you tell your guy, get vertical.
It's blocked by number 78, Tyler Phillips.
Wow.
Big man got up.
Following Coalfield 28.
Bobcats will have a Hammers 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Bokey with a tight set. Day in the backfield. Handoff Day. Day looks for running room on the right.
He's got the edge.
He does. And now he's turned in and dives forward. He might have the first down.
Day, the ball carrier. Tackled by Bunch.
Oh, we thought we might have seen a flag. We might see a flag. And it's a procedure penalty on Oliver Springs.
Yeah, that tight. I don't think they've got enough guys on the line of scrimmage.
Who threw the flag, though? Because I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
I think you're right. That's obviously a penalty. I just didn't see the flag.
5 yards, illegal formation.
So that'll make it a Hammers 1st and 15.
1st and 15 for the Bobcats. Ball on the Coalfield 33.
You've got a tight end wing set on that left side, and both of them are off the ball. So I think that's giving you six men on the line of scrimmage right there.
So now they'll send 2 wideouts to either side. Bokey gets the play call. Takes a low snap, straight drop. Now he's got a man wide open, but behind the line, or right around the original line of scrimmage, and that's all he's going to get. And for Oliver Springs, that's Benton.
Pass complete to Benton. Forced out of bounds by Robert.
And Benton was slow to get up. Going to be second about 15.
Yeah, had pressure.
On Coalfield?
Normally the defensive guy doesn't grab a hold of the offensive guy like that.
Kind of weird. Saw it in that Chuck Flashman replay, though. 2nd and 15. Now 3 wideouts go to the left, 1 to the right. Bokey takes a snap, handoff Day. Day stacked up after a gain of about 3.
Colton Henry right there in the middle.
Big Daddy, leading tackler for this Coalfield team.
Carrier.
Yes, sir.
Stopped by Brown and Henry.
So, actually, gosh, I think they only gave him 1 yard, it looks like, by looking at the sticks. It looks like it's going to be about a 3rd and 14. Bokey gets the call. Snap. Short drop. Now he's rolling and gets this pass away. It's picked off. An interception by Colton Big Daddy Henry, and Henry has the sideline still on his feet finally. Brought down at about the 43-yard line of Oliver Springs. Big turnover there for Coalfield.
Yeah, that's a big turnover. That's a big momentum shift. Here, listen to this crowd. This crowd has something to cheer about right now.
I'd say that is by far the biggest play that Coalfield has had so far in this game.
Intercepted, big game, big play, Big Daddy. 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets, ball on the Oliver Springs 43.
Henry, senior on this team.
Oh, hey, look here, smokestack eye.
Look at this. Leading the way. Fumble. And Treese just has to fall on it. But now we've got a late flag.
Late penalty marker on the flag.
And that's going to be, I'd say, maybe unsportsmanlike conduct or a personal foul on Oliver Springs.
Yeah, I think you're going to get 15 yards on a play that lost 3.
Is a personal foul. Brings up first down. So here it is. You see the Chuck Fleischman replay. Well, that wasn't it.
Oliver Springs penalized 15 yards. Dead ball foul. Personal foul.
So that sets Coalfield up with the Hammers 1st and 10. You got that power eye. Handoff goes to Bunch. Bunch breaks free into the 2nd level of Oliver Springs. Still on his feet over the 5-yard line. Down to about the 4 or 3. And that is a Hammers 1st and goal.
Jaden.
Yeah, Coalfield right now is making a statement, right? They're just lining up and saying, hey, we're going to knock you off the ball. We're going to run the ball, and you try to stop it. So, Oliver Springs has got to figure out how you do that.
It took 5 Bobcats to eventually get Bunch down, and now that same formation, and Bunch gets the carry again. This time, Oliver Springs a little bit more ready for it as Bunch gets to about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, they're kind of in a heavy front on defense now. I could see the same formation, but kind of bringing it outside the tackle next time. Kind of the power sweep.
Coalfield with its best field position of the game, with 4.5 left to go in the first half.
Second to go, Yellow Jackets, ball on the 4.
Same formation again. Let's see if they pitch it outside like you said. Nope.
Counter.
Handoff.
Little counter inside.
That goes to Eli Justice, and Justice is brought down about the 5.
Justice, the ball carrier.
Yeah, the footwork was not real good right here.
First by Day.
Yeah, Treese ultimately started that tackle. So it is 3rd and goal from the 5. Obviously, this is 4-down territory for Coalfield. I say obviously. I think they've got a kicker that can make a field goal from this point.
They do. Jack Treese.
I think if you get this close, though, Coalfield, I feel like will probably go for 6 instead of 3.
I agree.
Here's Treese rolling out to his right. He decides to keep it himself, and he gets in. Sabra Beauchamp, touchdown, Coalfield, and multiple flags.
Lots of laundry.
Carries. Luke Treese scores.
Lots of laundry right here. We got to sort this one out.
We have multiple penalty flags on the play.
Well, I said in the pregame, just 5 miles and a ton of spirited hatred separate these two schools. So we've got a personal foul on Coalfield and a personal foul on Oliver Springs. Those are offsetting penalties.
Touchdown is good.
Offsetting personal foul penalties.
So Treese
is good.
Oliver Springs closed in on him, but Treese just kept the wheels moving and got the ball just over the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, getting up off the pile, shoving and talking. Talking and shoving.
Jack Treese on to attempt this extra point. It is up, and it's good. Coalfield ties it with 3.5 minutes left to go in the first half of your OEB Law Game of the Week.
At OEB Law, our home is your home, and your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. OEB Law feels like home.
Daniel Forrester has been trusted by Anderson County families for nearly 2 decades. Daniel has appeared in Anderson County Chancery, Circuit, Sessions, and Juvenile Court thousands of times over the past decade. A Rule 31 mediator, Daniel has been trusted to mediate hundreds of cases across Anderson County. A community leader, Daniel has worked closely with local officials to make Anderson County a better place. A conservative and dedicated husband and father, Daniel's faith has shaped his character and integrity. On March 5th, vote Daniel Forrester for Anderson County Chancellor.
And we get set for the Davis Funeral Home kickoff here at Rochelle Field for the OEB Law Game of the Week. Kicking this one off, Jack Treese.
You know, the Oliver Springs touchdown was set up with an interception.
To kick off for the Yellow Jackets.
And the Coalfield touchdown has been set up with an interception. I expected a lot more offense tonight, really.
Yeah.
These defensive units are playing really, really good football right now.
Coalfield runs a guy on late. Back deep to receive for Oliver Springs. Looks like Day. Treese. With a really nice kickoff. It's going to be taken at the 11. It's bobbled, and that's Jackson Jett. Jett!
He's out.
He is, and Jett with a great return. Gets it up to the 44-yard line, and Oliver Springs has great field position.
Sometimes that bobble gives your blockers just a split second to get in front of you and get in the right position. That's not always a bad
Kathy
thing.
May Martin has been making...
Jackson Jett. You see on the Chuck Fleischman replay. Comes up. Yep, bobbles it. Then takes off.
First and 10 Bobcats, ball on the
And right there, that missed tackle right there. And then he turned on the Jackson Jets. And on this Hammers first and 10, Oliver Springs keeps it moving.
That pile just moved for about 7 yards.
Into Coalfield territory. And they're going to...
Jackson, the ball carrier.
They're going to say he's short by...
Met first by Rivalry.
Gosh, I don't know. Maybe the last quarter of the ball. So power formation from Oliver Springs this time as Adkins gets the carry. He's got the Hammers 1st and 10 across the 45 down to about the 44.
You remember I said Coalfield were making a statement with their stack eye. Oliver Springs, they said, yeah, we can run the ball too.
And they're doing the same thing. You get 3 backs lined up there, and you hand it off to the one in the back. The only difference is Treese operated under center.
Under center, yeah.
And Bokey in the shotgun. Now Bokey drops back to pass, lets it fly. One-on-one coverage. That pass is incomplete, intended for Benton. A little bit over his head.
Yeah, a little bit high.
Intended for Denton, incomplete.
Good coverage.
It definitely was. Now Benton, he's a tall figure out there.
Yeah, he's tall. He's rangy too, long arms.
See Coach Napier on your screen there.
Did you hear me, Chris? Don't hit right up in his face.
2nd and 10.
And here we go again. Power formation. Handoff goes to Day. Day breaks it into the secondary. Gets to about the 35-yard line. A pickup of about 8. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Running, bumbling, stumbling. A little power play. He broke that first line.
Buddy, he tripped over some feet that were blocking for him, too. Or else he probably would have at least picked up the first down there.
Bobcats.
Under 2 minutes now left play in this first half.
Clock could be a factor now.
Bokey takes a snap, handoff Day. Day moves it from right to left, and I believe he'll have enough.
Stop by Justice.
He does. He has just enough for the Hammers 1st and 10.
Now, I was watching in warm-ups. Oliver Springs was kicking 42-yard field goals. So
both of these teams for single A teams have pretty nice-looking kickers.
They do.
Handoff this time looks like Adkins. Adkins finds running room up the middle. He's still on his feet, still moving those feet, and finally driven down close to the sticks.
Adkins, the ball carrier.
As we approach a minute left to go in this first half. They're going to mark him just shy of the first down. So Oliver Springs quickly back up to the line. Sends Adkins to his right. Handoff. Adkins again. He fumbles it. He falls on it about the 36-yard line, and that is a loss of a couple crucial yards. And Oliver Springs is going to have to take a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Check out the new store at 1067 South Walnut Avenue in Cookeville, open for business.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
And back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Oliver Springs had a 2nd and inches. And courtesy of a fumble, you've got a 3-yard loss, and now it's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3. You got to get the first down here, I think, and then you can probably take a shot or two at the end zone.
Oliver Springs does have 2 timeouts remaining, so they've got that to their advantage.
Probably right around the edge of field goal range.
Bokey hands off to Day. Day coming from like a fullback position. It's going to depend on where they mark it.
Mason Day,
as the clock still runs, and Oliver Springs is going to have to take another timeout. So this timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances, proudly serving your community since 1965 because they care.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
So now Oliver Springs would still one timeout left, 30 seconds, and a 4th and short as we welcome you back to the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Institute 7, Wartburg nothing. First quarter, Chattanooga Prep 6, Whitwell nothing. Second quarter, Clinton 21, Carnes 6.
Hey, I got that one right.
Halftime, Oak Ridge 7, Lenore City 6.
Some close games out there. 4th down play, handoff. This goes to Cole Jackson, and Jackson is going to have enough for the Hammers 1st and 10.
Jackson, the ball carrier.
I don't think the clock ever moved.
That will briefly stop the clock until they get it set, but if the clock never started. Bokey hurries everyone up to the line, and the clock is not running. There it goes.
Now it's running, and he clocked it, so, yeah. Oh, my.
I'm guessing they're having trouble with...
You know, we're getting late in the season, and those little controllers run off of batteries. I wonder if they check the batteries from week to week.
Got gas in it?
Yep. Ain't got no gas.
Now, having never attended an official training or anything like that, I wonder how you do this. Like, how do you know how much time to put back on the clock? And it seems to me that would be very difficult.
It's a very precise guess.
I mean, we're here. We can give them a replay, kind of show them, run it off in real time, but they don't ask us. That looks like Mr. Clockkeeper possibly right there. The little controller in his hand.
That's he's play clock. That's play.
Reset it to 25.
Seems to how it didn't start the play before.
That's not too far off.
That's probably fair.
Now, if it was not in my advantage, I'd still be fussing about it.
Right. And I think some Oliver Springs fans, they aren't happy, but, I mean, that's about right, got to say. Wait. So they didn't count the first down play where he clocked it?
No. They reset it to reset the clock. They said, oh, that play never happened.
Okay, cool. So now we got a 2nd and 10.
If I'm Coach Napier, I'm going, wait a minute, no, this is 3rd down. What are you doing?
Right. All right, so Oliver Springs has the play. 2nd and 10.
Bobcats ball on the 22.
22 seconds left. Bokey, 3-step drop. Looks over the middle. That pass is almost intercepted. Threw it behind Benton, his intended target.
Incomplete.
And Oliver Springs lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He had inside leverage. Was a little behind on the throw.
Cruz Shannon defending.
Safety was closing over pretty well, though, too.
Buddy, I tell you what, that was a great break on that ball.
Yeah, it really was.
By the Coalfield defender there, Cruz Shannon. 3rd and 10 now. 3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. And now Coalfield is going to take a timeout.
Yellow Jackets.
This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Service what they sell with in-house factory-trained appliance service technicians.
Here we go, Billy. Swing hard.
As your local agent, I know you. I know every Saturday your son Billy plays Little League. We sponsor his team. And we know you love parking way too close to the field. That's why we tailor a unique policy for you and your car. Because sometimes something from out of left field can literally come from out of left field. That's simple human sense.
Ask Griffin Insurance Agency in Kingston if auto owners make sense for you.
Out of the timeout, 3rd and 10 for Oliver Springs, 17 seconds on the clock. I'm thinking that if Oliver Springs doesn't gain any more yardage, if you tried to kick it, this would probably be about a 38, 39-yarder.
Yeah, they're within the range of what we saw during, pregame warm-ups. Now, the other problem with that, during pregame warm-ups, you don't have 11 other guys trying to keep you from kicking the ball. So
that's right.
That pressure is always different.
So here is Oliver Springs' 3rd and down attempt. Low snap. Bokey throws it up for grabs. His pass is incomplete. Benton caught it. The official says he couldn't stay in bounds.
That was a nice throw and catch.
So we'll see the Chuck Fleischman replay here.
A score of interest.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Way out of bounds. Not even close.
6.
He was a good yard and a half out of bounds. Now, from here, looking in real time, I go, oh, that was close.
Yeah. So this will be about a 38-yard attempt for Liam Bokey from the right hash. Snap, set, kick is on the way. It is wide left, no good. And that leaves, it had the distance. You said he's good from about 41, but just wide left there. So the Jackets hold him, and Coalfield still has 6.6 seconds left in this half, for whatever that's worth.
I anticipate they'll take a knee, get in the half, and make some adjustments.
Based on how they are lining up,
no, they're
in a power eye.
Oh, there it is.
Tree still takes the knee, and that will end our first half. So we've got a far cry from last year's games. I told you in pregame, during the regular season, 50-0 Coalfield. In the playoffs, 56-0 Coalfield.
That's the end of the first
Oliver Springs didn't even score last year. This year at halftime, 7-7 game in your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
A college degree can't be earned in just one day, but can be achieved by doing our best together, just one day at a time. From getting a great start with your Roan State Success Coach, to learning together in the classroom, accessing free tutoring in the Learning Center, and working one-on-one with your instructors. Together, we succeed, one day at a time. Oh, and free tuition helps. So apply at roanstate.edu now, and let's succeed together.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Our story starts with a promise made to the communities of East Tennessee. A promise to always look forward, to the horizon, and past it. A promise to help you live well. At Covenant Health, whenever you enter one of our hospitals, visit any of our physicians, or talk to us on the phone, we will welcome you and your family as one of our own. Because it's about you, and it's about time. Covenant Health. For every moment.
The free medical clinic of Oak Ridge presents New Year's Eve 2024 Countdown on Sunday, December 31st, 2023 at 9 p.m. to January 1st, 2024 at 1 a.m. Live band, food truck, hot air balloons, sponsored by Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Baird, the City of Oak Ridge, David Coffey, BBV Communications, and Holloway Event Company. Ball drop and fireworks. Come with your friends and family to count down the new year together. Don't miss it. Free to the public. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting one of the ORUD showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas.
On-Site Care in Kingston is accepting new patients. Nurse practitioner Candace Templeton has over 25 years of healthcare experience in offering management of chronic care conditions. On-Site Care offers free sports physicals for established patients. Plus, On-Site Care offers hormone replacement therapy with compounded pellets. And now On-Site Care welcomes Darren Wright, a board-certified family nurse practitioner who will be accepting new patients. Call 865-285-9588 to schedule an appointment at On-Site Care.
pamphlets.
At Varner Ford in Clinton, we believe in turning moments into memories. From life's milestones and growing families, Ford is there every step of the way. 2023 Ford Bronco 2-door 4x4, $51,885. 2024 Ford Edge all-wheel drive SEL, $38,803. A 2023 F-150 4x4 Super Cab, $46,985. Local you trust, a new Ford your family can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
Pre-planning it makes the process just so much easier for the family. It relieves them of having to make some difficult decisions at a bad time. I've made arrangements with hundreds of families that I have never had a family come in and say, gee, I wish mom hadn't have done this. Pre-planning, I think, is one of the best things you can do for your family, just to alleviate those concerns.
At OEB Law, our home is your home, and your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. OEB Law feels like home.
We're back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, Dan Shoemaker. I want to run down a couple of scores for you. We just heard Greg Addington come over the PA and say, because I don't have this score, but he does. Rockwood up on Oakdale 22-6, and that is at the half. So Oakdale, if they're going to come back and win that game, Oakdale has to win tonight in order to have a chance to make the playoffs, and they're going to have to work from behind coming up in the second half. Again, that one 22-6. Anderson County, buddy, they're playing for a region championship tonight. Up 34-0 early in the second quarter against Gibbs. That's a 7-1 Gibbs team, by the way.
Yeah, they're sending a message.
Maryville and Alcoa tied at 14 in the second quarter, so that one is close. Bradley Central up on Cleveland 15-7 at the half. Cleveland, that game was, I think Cleveland struck first. It was 7-0, and since Bradley Central's racked off 15 straight points.
William Blunt 7, Saudi Daisy nothing.
And you look, there's the Class 4A AP rankings. Gibbs, again, 8th. Anderson County nowhere to be seen because people vote off of the records. And Anderson County's played 4 of the best teams in the entire state of Tennessee and received losses for those games. But, yeah, Anderson County up early in the second quarter over the number 8 team in the state, supposedly 34-0.
They should get a few more votes next week.
I would think so. Midway through the second quarter, York Institute leads Wartburg 14-7, and in the second quarter, West leads Knox Halls 10-9. Both of those teams 7-1.
Tight ball game there.
Yeah. So I see Oliver Springs on the field. They are stretching. Coalfield's nowhere to be seen. The official will put 3 minutes back up onto the clock, and then we will play some ball. So one more score of interest for you. Oak Ridge up on the North City 7-6.
Another tight one.
Yeah, and I felt like Lenore City had a bad showing last week against Heritage. I think that final score was 35-0. But they came out ready to play tonight against Oak Ridge. That one at Blankenship Field, and the Wildcats lead over the Panthers 7-6.
Word is T. Higgins is in town to be inducted into the Oak Ridge Sports Hall of Fame. So I'm sure he's there tonight as well.
Well, that's nice. I'm sure it'll be even nicer for him if his former team, can pull off a win. So I tell you what, let's take a break, and then when we get back, we'll talk about this Oliver Springs Coalfield game, and I'll pick your brain on what both these teams need to do in the second half of your OEB Law Game of the Week.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Daniel Forrester has been trusted by Anderson County families for nearly 2 decades. Daniel has appeared in Anderson County Chancery, Circuit, Sessions, and Juvenile Court thousands of times over the past decade. A Rule 31 mediator, Daniel has been trusted to mediate hundreds of cases across Anderson County. A community leader, Daniel has worked closely with local officials to make Anderson County a better place. A conservative and dedicated husband and father, Daniel's faith has shaped his character and integrity. On March 5th, vote Daniel Forrester for Anderson County Chancellor.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Back to your OEB Law Game of the Week, and I just want to point something out really quick. A minute has passed on the game clock, and Anderson County scored again. Mavericks up 41-0. So, with that being said, Coach Dan Shoemaker, as halftime winds down, what do you think both of these teams need to do in this second half to gain the advantage, starting with Oliver Springs?
I think both teams really need to find their identity on offense. Back in the day when we were doing that, we had somebody script each play on offense as we ran it, and at the end of the series they would highlight the +5s, the plays that were 5 yards or more. And guess what? We came back to those in the second series and in the third series. And so I think you need to look at the script and see where your +5s are, and that's where your offense needs to start focusing, because neither one has really come out and definitively said this is what we do on offense.
That's a good point, but also both teams very sloppy. The ball's been on the ground a lot.
It has. Both scores, one for each team, was set up by interceptions. So, I think offensively they got to find an identity.
Liam Bokey with this Davis Funeral Home kickoff. This one goes short on the sidelines, and it is down at the 32-yard line. I think that one would have gone out of bounds if they would have let it.
Yeah, it looked like it was headed that way, but you had a lot of Oliver Springs guys who were really flying down there to get it as well.
Yeah. It might have gone out of bounds. I don't know. That they say it's cliche, but that ball bounces in funny ways.
Yeah, it's an oblong ball,
First and 10 Yellow Jackets.
So we got a Hammers first and 10.
We're back in the smokestack eye.
Yes, we are. And a pitch as Bunch. He's going to try to get outside, turn back inside, and down to about the 32-yard line. Maybe gains half a yard.
Stopped by Tyler Phillips.
You can see a lot of white shirts running to the edge right there. Good pursuit down the line.
Second and 9 Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, just a nice play.
And about half a yard's what they give him. So second 9.5. That same formation. This time Treese takes the handoff, goes upfield, man is there, and the pass is incomplete.
Wow.
Trying to find Levi Heidel. Man, that could have been a big one.
That could have been. And I kind of had a feeling the play action was coming out of this. I didn't know it would come on the second play.
Oh.
A good call. Yeah, he was open.
That ball was almost perfect, too.
Yeah, just floated it out there. The only guy who could get to it was Heidel. Just a little bit overthrown.
Third and 9 Yellow Jackets follow on the 33.
Big third down here. They come out of that formation, send 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Treese. Straight drop, under pressure. Now he rolls to his right. He might take off, and he does. And Treese hops the defender before finally going out of bounds in the Oliver Springs 45. But, yeah, there is a flag in the backfield, and it will be coming back. But that was a fun-looking play from Treese.
Yeah, I thought he was going out of bounds there. I think the defender did as well.
By the way,
10 yards.
We'll see on the Chuck Flashman replay.
Holding.
Right there.
Yep, can't do that. And then right.
Little dead leg right there. Whoop.
I like it.
Dipsy-do.
So after a 10-yard penalty, that'd bring up a 3rd and 20, but
Oliver Springs too high in the safeties.
Treese steps up in the pocket, rolls to his right. He's got to tuck it, and he will. Ooh, he is banged down, and a flag is thrown.
Treese keeps penalty marker on the play.
Wow. I think they're. Did he pick it up? Nope. 15.
Wow, that is a huge play.
Springs penalized, 15 yards, dead ball foul, personal foul. 1st and 10 Yellow
So we'll
Jackets.
see this on the Chuck Flashman replay. Treese can't throw the ball. He's already passed the line of scrimmage.
I don't know, guys. I wasn't over there, so I can't really say definitively, but I know he had lit up. I don't know that he was out of bounds.
So Hammers 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets, and ball goes outside. This is to Heidel. Heidel crosses over into Bobcat territory, and now another flag is thrown.
Yeah, took him to the ground, out of bounds.
Heidel, the ball carrier. Penalty marker on the play.
You might get away with that on your sideline. You're definitely not going to get away with that on their sidelines.
So we'll see. Yeah, they're marking it off. Dead ball, personal foul on Oliver Springs. So let's watch this.
It runs him out, and then they go to the ground.
I thought they had a hold of each other, though.
Oliver Springs penalty.
I don't know if that was so much Benton taking him down as them both bringing each other down.
Well, it's interesting because your back judge is the guy who threw that, not the linesman on this side. That would be my only question.
Yeah. So back to that big power eye. And handoff goes to Bunch, and not a lot there.
No, I think he lost a little bit.
Ball carrier.
Ball's at the 32-yard line.
Okay.
Bring up 2nd and long.
No, I got back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, based on that, he probably should have lost a yard based on that replay.
2nd and 10 Yellow Jackets fall on the 32.
That same formation. Treese, handoff, Bunch up the middle, and Bunch
gets rocked. He runs hard.
He does. Gets up to about the 28-yard line. We'll call it a pickup of 4, and it'll be 3rd and 6.
Bunch, the ball carrier, met first by Jackson.
Your lead blockers go to the left, and Bunch hits a hole up the middle.
Had a little crease, a little seam over there. Got a positive play. Just wasn't much there to be had.
And again, Coalfield kind of in no man's land here. This might be 4-down territory if the Jackets don't pick it up here. And quick pitch, trying to find the outside. That is Eli Roberts. And Roberts is down at about the 26.
Eli Roberts, the ball
so
carrier.
pickup of 2.
Had a little trouble handling the pitch. Throws the timing off just a little bit.
Yep.
Had to kind of tap it to himself. Good play.
Pickup of 2 4th and a long 5.
4th and 5, Yellow Jackets.
This would be a good spot for a freeze. Go on 2.
Treese, nope, takes the snap, straight drop. Throws it down the backfield to Bunch. And Bunch can't handle it. And Coalfield turns it over on downs, their first possession in the second half.
Oliver Springs bringing pressure. They brought 5 that time.
Turnover on
it was a little high.
Bobcats take over 1st and 10. Ball on their own 27.
You know, that drive was aided by 2 15-yard penalties.
Sure was.
So, you know, got it, what, 27?
Atkins on this hammer.
He's out.
Atkins gets into the second level and a great open field tackle that time. And that is Matthew Denton.
There's a flag.
And there is a flag. It's in the backfield or around the line of scrimmage. This normally indicates a hold.
Penalty marker on the play.
That's what it is.
It's a hold.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, which is right around the line of scrimmage. And this should be a 1st and 20.
Oliver Springs penalized 10 yards from the spot, holding.
He's up in the face mask.
Yeah, I think it was over there on the front side of that play.
So Hammers 1st and 20.
Still in the power set.
Handoff. This is to Day, and Day.
He's still moving.
Drives that pile forward. Pickup of 5. Should bring up about a 2nd and 15.
Mason Day on the run.
He runs hard too.
Yes, he does. Bokey runs over to the sideline to get the play. Relays it to his team.
2nd and 14 Bobcats, ball on their own 24.
10 seconds on the play clock.
Got a wide split on this wide out right here.
Bokey drops back to pass, sets up the screen. This goes to Atkins. Atkins. And another great tackle. And for Coalfield this time, it's Eli Justice.
Wow, that play looked like it was going to go for about 30 yards. Nice block there. Is it Justice, 33?
Yep, Eli Justice.
Yeah.
Picked up 5 yards, or 4 yards, brings up 3rd and 11. But that's 2 great open field tackles. One didn't matter because of the holding call, but
11. Bobcats
now 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left for Bokey. Day in the backfield with him. Snap. Look, now just dumps it off to Day. Day facing a line of Coalfield defenders, and that picks up maybe 1.
The Oliver Springs contingent won a flag there.
Jaden Bunch.
Felt like their guy was roughed up a little bit. Yeah, I don't think it was a screen. I think it was just check down.
I believe it was. It's Waylon Burgess.
Oh, my goodness.
That's who's on the sideline.
Yeah, we saw him go down first half.
Yeah, you hate to see that. As here's the punt, and fair catch is called for and made.
Eli Roberts
by Roberts.
Makes the fair catch.
Ball will be spotted at the Coalfield 40-yard line, and the Yellow Jackets take back over. We're almost halfway through the 3rd quarter here.
This one's flying by.
Well, see, that's what we said about the first part of the first quarter, too.
And
then it started slowing down, so we'll see if that trend continues. Oliver Springs killing itself with penalties, though, in the first 6 minutes of this 3rd quarter. They've 40 yards in penalties from just 3 penalties.
Right, yeah. Not only penalties, but big penalties.
Yeah. Man in motion, that's Bunch. Treese will go to him. Bunch looks for running room, makes the first guy miss. He'll have a pickup of 7, and the play is blown dead. That'll make it 2nd and 3.
You know, that's a nice play design. You're getting the ball out there to a guy that can run, getting it in space. It's like a toss sweep, except just getting the ball on the edge a little bit quicker.
Get it to your playmakers in space.
Yeah, it's not a hard game, is it?
Jackets, ball on the Coalfield 48.
Three wide outs to the left, one to the right. Bunch in the backfield. Now Treese will send him out to the left. Treese fakes it that way. Now he'll keep it. And on the draw, he gets up to the 49-yard line, pick up a 1, and he'll be short a yard.
He's got to come off the field. His helmet came off.
And Treese's helmet does come off.
Treese
so Coalfield can take a timeout here or send in a backup quarterback. And Napier. No?
Big Daddy's got a little blood, I think.
Well, that's 2 players that have to come off the field for Coalfield for an all-important 3rd and short.
He's going to take a timeout.
Okay, so Coalfield takes a timeout, which makes that a non-factor. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances, hiring for sales, delivery techs, and service techs. Find them on Indeed to apply.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
Hey, back to your OEB Law Game of the Week. Guess what? About another 2 minutes has gone by. Anderson County scored again. The Mavericks lead over Gibbs 48-0.
Saudi Daisy 7. Third quarter, Oak Ridge 14, Lenore City 6. Third quarter, Signal Mountain 14.
Powell
Loudon 21.
trailed McMinn County 7-0. Now the Panthers up 21-7. York Institute up on Wartburg at the half, 14-7. At halftime, West is up over Hull 17-9.
Wartburg 7.
And Oak Ridge up on Lenore City in the third quarter, 14-6. So an important 3rd and 1 for Coalfield. One wide receiver either side. Single back of the backfield is Jaden Bunch. Bunch will get the handoff. Bunch has the first down and more to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, into the end zone. That is a Sabra Beauchamp touchdown, Coalfield. 51-yard run for Jaden Bunch, the sophomore.
Jaden Bunch carries for the Coalfield touchdown, play covering 51 yards.
They went 2 tight ends, one on each side, so that kind of spread the gap just a little bit, if you will. And just got a hat on a hat, found the seam.
That's the year Hammers opened the first store.
So now Coalfield will line up to kick this extra point, and it looks like. Are we going to have to take a timeout? No, they're going to get a procedure penalty.
Back it up 5.
Penalized 5 yards.
Still within Treese's range. Jack Treese. Last year it was Luke Treese.
It was.
And they ran into some issues because Luke Treese also played some quarterback. And so after a score, if he was on the field, he had to change his shoe real fast. So snap, set, kick is on the way. Yeah. Still well within his range. With 4:52 left to go in the third quarter, Coalfield with a 51-yard run from Jaden Bunch takes the 14-7 lead over Oliver Springs in your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Here we go, Billy. Swing hard. As your local agent, I know you. I know every Saturday your son Billy plays Little League. We sponsor his team. And we know you love parking way too close to the field. That's why we tailor a unique policy for you and your car. Because sometimes something from out of left field can literally come from out of left field. That's simple human sense.
Ask Griffin Insurance Agency in Kingston if auto owners make sense for you.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. We'll get a Chuck Fleischman replay here. Here's the run from, no, that was the play before. So we get set up for the Davis Funeral Home kickoff. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So here is the Chuck Fleischman replay.
Trees to kick off for the Yellow Jackets.
Boy, and once he got into the second level, he was gone. As now, kickoff will roll out of bounds. That'll be a procedure penalty. And Oliver Springs can back Coalfield up 5 yards and make them re-kick it, or they can take it at 35.
I think we're re-kicking. Yeah, they're going to re-kick. There it is. Jackson was the quarterback on that play. That's why we had the footwear issue.
Coalfield penalized 5 yards, illegal procedure. Oliver Springs elects to take the 5-yard penalty. Coalfield will re-kick from the 35-yard line.
So we'll try this again, this Davis Funeral Home kickoff. Of course, Davis Funeral Home, they've got 2 locations now to serve you, Wartburg and Harriman. Give them a call. Go to davisfuneralhomes.com for more information. And now Treese going to kick this one a little deep. That goes to Jet. Jet takes it at the 15. Moves from left to right. And almost has the sideline.
Thought he was out. Just somebody got a fingernail on a jersey.
Jackson
Ball spotted at 31-yard line.
First by number 40,
the 32-yard line. So by making Coalfield re-kick, Oliver Springs loses 3 yards. But they'll have the Hammers 1st and 10.
Nice deep kick.
Them Treese boys.
1st and 10 Bobcats, ball on their own 32.
They had a good mentor.
Yeah,
their daddy was quite the kicker himself. Bokey. 2 wide outs either side. Now quick out. This goes to Adkins. Adkins is quickly wrapped up. And that is
pass
for Coalfield. Justice.
Stopped by number 33, Eli Justice.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
He closed the gap there pretty quick.
Second and 8 Bobcats, ball on the 34.
2nd and 8, 2-yard pickup right there. And he's doing that from the defensive end spot, which is impressive to me.
Now split backs in the backfield. It's Adkins and Day. Snap, handoff, Day. Day keeps that pile moving.
Mason Day.
Boy, Mason Day.
At first by number 55.
I don't know how many yards after contact he's got, but it's up there.
Yeah, yak yards after contact.
Pickup of 6 will bring up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 Bobcats following the Oliver Springs 40.
And that's Oliver Springs' identity. Has been this year. Run that football.
Yeah, get behind a pretty good offensive line. Get a hat on a hat and get some push.
This time it's Adkins. And Adkins gets up to about the 41. I believe he's short.
Yeah, he is short.
He'll be about a yard shy. And Oliver Springs will have a decision to make.
Stopped by Henry, Justice, and Mason Smith.
Just ran into Day, which slowed him down. This is less than a yard. And in fact, the officials have stopped the clock. They're going to call for a measurement.
Timeout for the measurement.
Oh boy, that looks like that's going to be really close.
It's going to be tight.
We got a good shot of it, though. We got a great shot of it.
You got to get the ball.
And he's short. There you see it. By a little longer than the length of a football. You see it right there. Halfway between the 41 and the 42. Oliver Springs has to get the 42. That's something I've always found funny about watching these football games. They do these very precise measurements and all, and then you can get it down to the chain length or whatever. But then, as Brad just said, it's funny because I was going to say the same thing. As soon as the center touches the ball, he'll move it forward or he'll move it backwards.
Yeah, exactly. He'll adjust it to where it fits his hand better, which I always told mine to go forward.
It went forward. Snap.
I think they got it.
The officials also, line judge indicating he's got it. And that'll move the sticks. Oliver Springs, they talked about it. Or are they going to measure this again?
I believe so.
And I tell you what, based on the spot right now, I don't think he's got it.
Oh, he dropped it.
He dropped it.
Boy, I don't think he's got it.
I got it on three.
Let's see. They stretch the chain out, and he does. Oh, he had it by
half a yard.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My perspective's a little off. Sorry to give the Bobcat fans watching a scare and the Coalfield fans some excitement. But yeah, it was dropped.
Following the Oliver Springs 43.
Is he on his knee? No.
I had the same question.
Yeah.
I had the same question.
Hammers 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Day. Day finds running room up the middle, and he's brought down. Pickup of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Day, the ball carrier. Tackle by number 20, Cruz Shannon.
And Oliver Springs has entered Coalfield territory.
Yeah, just hat on a hat, block people.
2nd and 2 Bobcats ball on the Coalfield 49.
And Day, he doesn't try to be fancy with his footwork. He knew he had Jackets closing in on him. He just lowered his head and went as far as he could. This time, Day again with a handoff. And he will be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
He's right there.
But I believe
Day, the ball carrier.
This is going to be really close to a first down, too. Yeah, they're going to give it to him. He got right just enough for the Hammers 1st and 10. That time Coalfield did a lot better, snuffing him out.
You know, that old thing we talk about sometimes about the running back falling forward.
1st and 10 Bobcats following the Coalfield 48.
We'll get you that extra yardage.
That's why it matters, the game of inches. Like a wishbone set from Oliver Springs, handoff. This goes to Jet.
He's out.
And Jet gets to the outside, still on his feet, makes another man miss, and he's driven out of bounds. They're going to give him the 32-yard line, and that is another Hammers 1st and 10.
Locking up inside.
First and 10 Bobcats fall on the 32.
So Oliver Springs getting it going with the run game. And again, this is Oliver Springs' identity. This is what they want to do. Handoff up the middle. This one goes to Cole Jackson.
Cole Jackson, the ball carrier.
And Jackson.
Number 33, Eli Justice.
Not a lot. I think a pickup of 3. Depending on where they spot it. Yep, that's what they're going to get.
Watch this line surge. They're getting a pretty good push right there up front.
2nd and 8 Bobcats. Ball on the 30.
That's the interesting thing about this Coalfield team. This is the first time we've seen them this season. Normally they're huge on their line. They're big and beefy. They'll pound it with the run game. This year, a little bit different. Ooh, they got Coalfield to jump. They were able to get back. Here's Jet again, and Jet gets down to the 20-yard line. A flag has come out, though.
Stopped by Denton, penalty marker on the play.
Got a hold, you think?
It's in the area of it. That's exactly what it is. See if we can see it on our Chuck Fleischman replay. Flag came out right about here.
Right there
it was.
Yeah, had his hand around behind the jersey.
So where that was marked off about 4 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Oliver Springs penalized 10 yards.
So after that 10-yard penalty, Oz is looking at a 2nd and 15. And we would like, once again, to say thank you to Big Orange Tree Service. No job is too big, too small. They do them all. Call Big Orange Tree Service. Fully insured and qualified, full tree removal, stump grinding, gutter cleaning, and leaf removal. Call Jason Stiltner at 865-414-5499. 2nd down, 14. Handoff goes to Day. Day with a lot of running room.
He's out.
And he is into the secondary. He crosses the goal line. He's in. Sabra Beauchamp, touchdown, Mason Day. And Oliver Springs an extra point away from tying this one up.
Mason Day.
That's a 36-yard run from Day.
Covering 36 yards.
So 2 big long runs for both teams in the second half result in 6 points.
Yeah. Just straight ahead.
Now is Oliver Springs going
They're
for 2
going
here?
for 2.
Wow. Okay. Bobcats going for the lead. Handoff goes to Jet. Jet is bottled up, and he stops short. Coalfield maintains the lead, 14-13.
The 2-point conversion try is
with 38.9 seconds left to go. Here's that touchdown run with our Chuck Fleischman replay.
I missed it.
And then, I tell you what, we'll go ahead. We'll be back with the Davis Funeral Homes kickoff on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week, and we'll get a good look at that touchdown run. Handoff to Mason
Inside.
Day. And they almost got him.
Liam Boakey, kickoff for the Bobcats, deep for the Yellow Jackets.
So Davis Funeral Home kickoff. Davis Funeral Home, 2 locations serve you, Wartburg and Harriman. Give them a call. Go to davisfuneralhomes.com. See what they can do for you.
42 Eli Roberts, deep for the Yellow Jackets.
So Liam Boakey set to kick this one off. And this is a short one, and it is fielded around the 40-yard line.
Yeah, a little pooch. Oh, they're trying to catch him napping or what that was.
And I wonder, with that one, they've got a kicker with, I mean, I don't know. They've got a great kicker. We saw Liam Boakey. He attempted about a 38-yard field goal. He had the distance, just went left. So, I mean, they got a kicker with a great leg, but they choose not to kick the extra point and go for 2 instead, maybe to try to catch Coalfield sleeping. And then, again, a short kickoff gives Coalfield good field position at the Jacket 40-yard line with the Hammers 1st and 10.
Well, I know Coach Harper's got a lot of time left. So, you know, he's going to score again.
On the handoff, Jaden Bunch.
Second number 72, Thomas Albert.
Pickup of half a yard. We'll make it 2nd and 9.5.
I had to put my jacket on there and starting to get a little airish up here.
Yeah, I had to put my hoodie on. Now, it feels a little bit closer to football weather, though. I got to say that.
It really does.
So Coalfield doesn't have to run another play in this quarter, and it doesn't look like they will. They won't. The team comes to the sideline. They'll set up, and they will try to maintain a 1-point lead for the final 12 minutes of this game. And we'll see it when we get back to your OEB Law Game of the Week.
A college degree can't be earned in just one day, but can be achieved by doing our best together, just one day at a time. From getting a great start with your Roan State Success Coach to learning together in the classroom, accessing free tutoring in the Learning Center, and working one-on-one with your instructors. Together, we succeed, one day at a time. Oh, and free tuition helps. So apply at roanstate.edu now, and let's succeed together.
Back to your OEB Law Game of the Week. One thing I want to mention really quick before we get this fourth quarter started. Coalfield community mourning the loss of one of its own, Andy Schubert. He was number 44 here, played football, actually he was a 3-sport star. His number was painted on the field house, and the players, as we see Treese line up and throw it, that pass is complete. And run out of bounds is Justice, but into Oliver Springs territory. But Schubert graduated from Coalfield back in 1994. They painted his number on the field house. They've got the number here at the entrance of the field, and the players are wearing a 44 sticker on the back of their helmets. Schubert passed away after about a year-long battle from cancer. So our thoughts are with his family and the Coalfield community. As Treese with the keeper picks up about 3. That'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Met first by number 78, Tyler Phillips.
That was a nice throw and catch. And Treese stays in the pocket, throws the ball, takes the lick, but makes the completion.
2nd and 7, Yellow Jackets.
Coalfield.
Ball on the Oliver Springs.
42 yards away from pay dirt. See, if you're Coalfield now, you get close enough. You think about, hey, you know what? If you get close enough to kick the field goal, then Oliver Springs can't tie it with one. Treese evades pressure, now goes upfield. Man is there. That pass is caught.
Pass complete.
Eli Roberts. And the Yellow Jackets have a Hammers 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Treese keeps his eyes downfield. He's moving in the pocket. Pressure gets him off the spot, but he finds the open receiver, makes a play.
And Roberts did a great job coming back to that football.
16.
So now Coalfield will send a receiver to either side. Now they're going to send one in motion, and he will get the pitch. This is Big Daddy Henry. Henry dives across the 10-yard line.
Tackled by Mason Day.
Down to the 9. Pickup of 7. Makes it 2nd and 3.
Yeah, just little toss sweep. Outran him to the corner.
This time it's going to be Roberts in motion. Treese steps out, handoff goes to Bunch. Bunch up the middle, and he's brought down.
Ball carrier, met first by Phillips.
Not much there.
I was going to say, wasn't much there. Hole closed really quickly.
Looks like they give him the 8. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Third and 2, Yellow Jackets. Ball on the 8.
Treese runs in with the play call. 11 seconds on the play clock. 8 seconds on the play clock. Directing traffic. Sends Roberts to the left. 3 seconds on the play clock. Treese gets it. Rolls to his right, looks back to his left. Now an opening in the middle, and Treese, that quickly closes up, but Treese is going to have enough for the Hammers, 1st and 10, and a flag comes out.
Yeah, I think you got a blow to the head.
Penalty marker on the play.
So the officials are going to talk about it. They're going to wave it off.
Wave it off.
Let's go to our rules expert in New York. I wish we had that. We don't.
Looks to his left, nothing's there, but the Red Sea parted.
The flag is waved off.
Yeah, he kind of dinged him in the head right there.
1st and goal, Yellow Jackets, ball on the 4.
Treese looked like he bowed up, maybe trying to slide. I don't know. That's a bang-bang. Hammers, 1st and goal from the 4. Handoff goes to Henry. Henry, nothing there.
Met in the backfield.
Colton Henry carries, met first by Day.
I like that. Henry pats the helmet of his tackler, Lucas Thacker.
2nd and goal, Yellow Jackets from the 4.
Looks like Day met him first, though.
Yeah.
And then right there, that head pat. Good job, buddy. Game recognized game. 2nd goal from the 4. Handoff. They fake it to Henry. This time goes the other way to Bunch. Bunch close to the goal line. Looks like they'll give him the 2. It'll be 3rd and goal. Faked it to Henry one way.
Yep.
Met first for number 58, Caden Jackson.
And held it for Bunch.
Little power play off tackle. Oliver Springs met that with a little power right there, and got a short gain, but not much inside.
3rd and goal, and now I'm looking at the ball. Looks like it's at the 3.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see a little play action right here.
3rd and goal, ball on the 2.
There's that power I with a capital P, and Treese busted play. Treese trying to break free. He cannot. He's down at the 6. And that one did not go the way that it was designed to go.
Stopped by Albert.
No.
So now if you're Coalfield, you're 6 yards away from the end zone. If you turn it over on downs, then Oliver Springs has a long way to go. You've got a 1-point lead. Treese comes to the sideline. 15 seconds on the play clock. I don't know that they're going to run a play here. 8 seconds on the play clock. 7.
Is he going to take a timeout?
They're going to take a timeout. That's what it looks like.
Timeout.
And that's what they do. Coalfield uses the 2nd timeout of the 2nd half, which is brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Follow them on Facebook for appliance specials, job postings, and more.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the week. They're still in the huddle, so I got to ask you, what do you think they're going to do here?
I think I would kick the field goal, get my points, and get out. Give myself a 4-point lead. So they've got to score a touchdown to beat me.
It's interesting when you're talking about 2 single A teams playing. Normally, you're not talking about field goal strategy, but both of these teams have good-looking kickers, and
yeah,
so
they really do.
You don't want to get into a situation where Oliver Springs can kick a field goal to beat you, but
now,
the offense comes back out onto the field.
As you said, though, if you turn over on downs here, Oliver Springs has a long way to go.
Yeah.
If you score the touchdown here, you pretty much lock it up.
Treese takes snap, rolls left, and dumps it off. That pass is, it's
intercepted.
It's intercepted. And it's a touchback, which brings the ball out to the 20 instead of having Oliver Springs backed up deep.
Wow.
Pass.
Watch the Chuck Fleischman replay. There's a hold right there. And then Treese just floats it up. That pass was intercepted by Mason Day. No.
After the touchback.
That's Jackson Jett.
Bobcats have possession, 1st and 10 ball on their own 20.
His jersey gets crinkled up and it looks like a 0.
The 3 and a 0 look alike when it gets crinkled up.
So ball at the 20. Oliver Springs down by 1. 6:23 left to go in this game. The Bobcats still have all 3 timeouts. Wishbone set. Handoff goes to Day. Day.
Still running.
Up to the 30, and that ball is stripped.
Ball is stripped.
Are they going to stop him for forward progress? I don't think so.
No.
A turnover. Coalfield will have the Hammers 1st and 10.
Heads up play.
Day carries, Day fumbles, fumble recovery, Jaden Bunch. 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets.
Wow.
Ball on the Oliver Springs 27.
Heads up play. Bunch just ripped it out.
So Coalfield at the 27-yard line with the Hammers 1st and 10. Luke Treese sends 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Sends a man in motion. That's Bunch to the right. Treese takes the snap, looks that way. They're going to set up a screen. This is not to Bunch. Instead, this goes to Cruz Shannon. Shannon.
I was watching the extracurriculars behind the play. I don't know if we got a camera shot of it, but got a little interesting out there on the edge.
Pass complete to Cruz Shannon. Tackle by number 7,
there.
Jordan Gray.
Pickup of 9.5 makes it 2nd and half a yard. They send Bunch out there like they're going to set the screen up for him, but instead
draw.
And now you do have a quarterback draw to the right, and that's enough for the Hammers 1st and 10.
Peaks. Tackle by Phillips.
So Coalfield again in striking distance at the 13-yard line. Hammers 1st and 10.
Yeah, we're going to be under 5 minutes when we snap this thing again.
1st and 10, orange and black. Ball on the 13.
Treese runs in the play, under 10 on the play clock. Coalfield taking as much off that clock as they possibly can. 3 on the play clock. They're not set. And Coalfield going to have to take their final timeout of the half.
Timeout.
This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances, quality appliances from brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid.
Our story starts with a promise made to the communities of East Tennessee. A promise to always look forward, to the horizon, and past it. A promise to help you live well. At Covenant Health, whenever you enter one of our hospitals, visit any of our physicians, or talk to us on the phone, we will welcome you and your family as one of our own. Because it's about you, and it's about time. Covenant Health, for every moment.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. So, interesting situation here as Coalfield out of timeouts.
Jackson County, Kentucky 7.
So if Oliver Springs was able to stop Coalfield here and score,
4th quarter, King Sport Dobbins, Bennett 21, David Crockett 7.
Then clock management wouldn't be as easy for the Yellow Jackets.
No, timeouts usually at this level you're going to use them to preserve the clock if you need to preserve it, and they can't do that unless they get the ball out of bounds or throw incompletions.
So now a power set, bunch formation to the left, handoff Bunch. He's going that way, up the middle, and gets close to the 6-yard line.
Aiden Bunch, the ball carrier. Tackle by Thacker.
Nice run.
Pickup of 7 will make it 2nd and 3. You see Treese run in late with the play call.
Ball on the 6.
Treese single back in the backfield. Bunch again. Tight set. Bunch gets the handoff up the middle again. Still on his feet, moving that pile. Gets inside the 5.
Met first by Thacker.
Yeah, about the 4 maybe.
He's going to be shy of the first down. But I tell you what that does. That takes more time off the clock.
It does.
Coalfield can get a first down here, and then you've got 4 more downs that even if you don't score,
and 1 Yellow Jackets.
You're running time off the clock.
Ball on the 4.
You might see Oliver Springs start using some timeouts to kind of preserve clock.
Treese, that same formation, this time quarterback keeper. Treese will pick up the first down on his own. That'll be a Hammers 1st and goal, and the ball is just inside the 3-yard line.
Just moved to the A-gap, moved a little bit to his right, and just kind of fell forward.
And again, Coalfield taking its time. This time they'll move the bunch to the right formation. Handoff, Jaden Bunch goes that way. He's in for the Sabra Beauchamp touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Jaden Bunch from 3 yards out.
Play covering 2 yards.
Yeah, this will give them an 8-point lead.
Jack Treese comes on to attempt the extra point.
Nice gap over there. And he bounced it back to the left. I think if he'd gone to the right there, he'd have went in untouched.
That kick is up. And it is no good. Was it wide right?
The kick is up and no good.
Oh, man. So now it's a 7-point game. Oliver Springs has 2:46 to go the length of the field and try to tie this thing up, or who knows, go for 2 again and take the lead on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
The Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge presents New Year's Eve 2024 Countdown on Sunday, December 31st, 2023 at 9 p.m. to January 1st, 2024 at 1 a.m. Live band, food truck, hot air balloons, sponsored by Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Baird, the City of Oak Ridge, David Coffey, BBB Communication, and Holloway Event Company. Ball drop and fireworks. Come with your friends and family to count down the new year together. Don't miss it. Free to the public. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
So back to your OEB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, Coach Dan Shoemaker. So we get set for this Davis Funeral Home kickoff. Davis Funeral Homes, they've got 2 locations to serve you. Wartburg and Harriman. Go to davisfuneralhomes.com. Call the numbers on your screen. See what they can do for you. It's Jack Treese. Sets the ball down, gets ready to kick it off.
Treese to kick off for the Yellow Jackets. Deep for the Bobcats, Jackson Jet.
And Jet back deep to receive for Oliver Springs. And this is kind of a knuckleballer, and it is downed by Benton at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, a little squib. They didn't want to kick it deep.
10 ball on their own 33.
Neat story. Earlier this season, Jack Treese broke the record for consecutive extra points here at Coalfield. You know whose record he broke?
His dad's?
No, Luke's.
Oh.
So, you know, that's a tough thing when your little brother breaks your record like that. So.
Yeah. How about that? Split backs in the backfield for Liam Bokey. Takes a snap, looks. Now he's going to throw it up. He's got one-on-one coverage, and that pass is intercepted. Eli Roberts.
This is getting ready to get interesting.
Well, here's why it's going to get interesting. Yeah, that pass was clearly picked off. Oliver Springs receiver was trying to come in and get hands on it, though, because if there is a tie-up, the offensive player gets the benefit of the doubt.
Who has the football, Coalfield fans? 42, Eli Roberts has the football.
So here's the Chuck Fleischman replay. And this was played beautifully by Roberts.
Yeah.
And he's down.
After the interception, Coalfield.
And it's not a tie-up.
No, it's not.
Roberts
even close.
has that, clearly. And Adkins jumped in and tried to tie it up after. I mean, it doesn't hurt. You got to try.
You're right. You got to try.
So Coalfield has it at the Yellow Jacket 32-yard line. Treese. Now they line up with a bunch formation to the right. Handoff goes to Bunch. He will follow that bunch. Not a lot there. And now we've got
timeout.
Probably.
Bunch the ball carrier.
And it is. Timeout, Oliver Springs. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Home appliance financing available. Apply online at pattersonsappliances.com.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting one of the ORUD showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the week. Oliver Springs needs to have a 3-and-out here, because if they don't, Coalfield could about run out the rest of the clock here.
Yeah, first down, I think, pretty much ends this thing. And I think you'll see Coalfield keep the ball on the ground, so the clock will keep running.
Bunch formation to the right, handoff. Jaden Bunch. Bunch goes to the left this time. And, oh man. Oliver Springs is mad, and they get a flag, and that might do it.
I think that's it.
A pickup of 5. And Oliver Springs, unsportsmanlike conduct. They thought they'd come up with a strip, and when the official didn't call it, the player didn't like it. Let's see the Chuck Fleischman replay. Bunch.
Run. Oliver Springs penalized 15 yards. Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct.
You just can't.
Yeah, there it is. Comes out late.
First and 10 Yellow Jackets, ball on the Oliver Springs 48.
And he starts yelling at the official.
And then throws the ball. Can't do that.
Nope.
So now they'll wind the clock. A fresh 40 on the play clock.
Go back to home.
I was going to say, I wouldn't snap this anytime soon.
And that's what Treese is telling his team. As the ball is spotted at the 48-yard line of the Bobcats. Hammers first and 10.
Give me something.
Now 20 on the play clock. Now 10 on the play clock. Now Treese will go under center, snap it, hand off, Bunch. Bunch bounces it to the left. Bunch gets across the 40, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line. That's enough for a Hammers first and 10.
Ball carrier forced out of bounds by Jets.
It does stop the clock, though.
Yellow Jackets. Ball on the 37.
You notice how Bunch had 2 hands on the ball?
Oh, yeah.
Coming around the edge right there.
So another Hammers 1st and 10. Treese under center. Oh, bobbles the ball. Now he's keeping it himself. Rolls to the left and then slides to keep that clock running. And Oliver Springs is going to take a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Thank you for your support over 55 years.
The ball just levitated.
On-site care in On-site care in Kingston is accepting new patients. Nurse practitioner Candace Templeton has over 25 years of healthcare experience in offering management of chronic care conditions. On-site care offers free sports physicals for established patients. Plus, on-site care offers hormone replacement therapy with compounded pellets. And now on-site care welcomes Darren Wright, a board-certified family nurse practitioner who will be accepting new patients. Call 865-285-9588 to schedule an appointment at On-Site Care.
Back to your OEB Law Game of the Week. Second down here.
28, McMinn County 14.
Oliver Springs with one timeout remaining. You get a stop here, and then call a timeout.
20,
and then Coalfield will run a third down play.
Fourth quarter, Clinton 42.
And then if you stop them, you can't stop the clock again.
No, they can pretty much just take a knee after this last timeout.
Treese, handoff, bunch, wrapped up in the backfield. Gets to about the 35. He will lose about a yard, and that'll bring up third down, and Oliver Springs is going to take its final timeout of this game. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Visit pattersonappliances.com. Check out the new current cash savings promotions.
At Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, we believe in turning moments into memories. From life's milestones and growing families, Ford is there every step of the way. 2023 Ford Bronco 2-door 4x4, $51,885. 2024 Ford Edge all-wheel drive SEL, $38,803. A 2023 F-150 4x4 Super Cab, $46,985. Local you trust, a new Ford your family can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
So back at the OEB Law Game of the Week. 3rd and 7 is the situation here for Oliver Springs. Get a stop here, and then Coalfield can take a lot off the play clock and decide to punt this thing away or whatever they're going to do. And then that's going to leave Oliver Springs with probably around 40 seconds to work with.
Oak Ridge 30, Little City 12.
So let's see what they do. Treese with Bunch in the backfield, Bunch formation to the left, handoff, Jaden Bunch up the middle. Bunch is crunched down at the 35. No gain on the play, and that'll make it 4th and 7. 1:23 on the clock. The play clock has not started yet. Now it has. It is in sync, and
Jaden Bunch, the ball carrier.
Let's see. There will be 40 seconds on the clock by the time the play clock runs out. And if you're Coalfield here, you probably take the delay of game. And I want to say once again, big thank you to Big Orange Tree Service. No job is too big, too small. They do them all. Call Big Orange Tree Service for all your tree and stump needs, 865-414-5499. Fully insured and qualified, full tree removal, stump grinding, gutter cleaning, and leaf removal. As Coalfield gets back up to the line, they will snap this football. Treese throws it deep, and that pass is off one hand of Eli Roberts. Why do you go for it there, I wonder? There are 2 flags on the play. Is that going to be defensive holding?
On the play.
I think that's what the call is.
Holding on Oliver Springs. And that is an automatic first down, and now the Bobcats can't do anything. What a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down there that pays off with the penalty. Treese takes the knee, and this game is over.
That's it.
The Coalfield Yellow Jackets are going to hold on and win another region championship, defeating the Oliver Springs Bobcats by a score of 20-13.
Thank you for running.
What a game.
That was a game. And not exactly the game I expected.
Same here. Both teams looked really sloppy at times. Ball was on the ground a lot. Couple interceptions thrown.
Penalties.
Final score,
But you know what?
Oliver Springs 17.
If you're Coalfield, you look at it and you say, hey, that's some stuff we can clean up. And we still won the game.
Exactly. Exactly. It's got them on the path, the glide path to be where they want to be. Finish number 1 in the district, play at home first round, possibly play at home second round. The playoffs, get ready to make that postseason run.
That's it. So, if there is a semifinal game, this is an odd year, 2023, and the odd regions host the semifinals if the seeds are the same. Or does it matter if the seeds are the same? It doesn't even matter. So Coalfield, if they made it to the semifinals, they would have to travel. But
they'll host.
They'll host.
It's not.
Because odd year.
Odd year for the first round. They'll host.
Oh. Okay. I thought it was odd region.
We went to Clay County.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Wow. So Coalfield could actually have home field advantage throughout the entirety of the playoffs. And that's a big advantage.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, great ball game here. What are your takeaways from this one?
Well, I think for Coalfield, I don't think you came out and played your best football tonight, but you found a way to win. And I think that's that's what good teams do. When things aren't going exactly the way you want them to go, they had a block punt, they had an interception that turned into a touchdown. Had a couple of busts on defense, but they found a way to win, and that's what they're looking for. Now, if you're Oliver Springs, on the other hand, this has kind of derailed you a little bit from that region championship, obviously. But you've got a postseason run you've got to get ready for as well. So if you're Coach Harper, you're telling your guys, hey, the sun's going to come up tomorrow. I know we wanted to win this one, but, we've got bigger goals to go get. So
Coalfield will have a game next week on Thursday against Rockwood, and we will have that game for you.
That will be a big game.
And I haven't looked at it, but I wonder when the last time it was that Coalfield played Rockwood first off and on this field.
Played 4 times.
So Rockwood and Coalfield only played 4 times in both schools' histories. So that should be a really fun and interesting matchup, too. See Coach Webb on that visiting sideline, something that is going to kind of look odd to me.
Yeah.
Because all those years, like pretty much my entire life, I'm pretty sure Rockwood has been a double-A team. And so for them to be a single-A team this year and having to go to Coalfield, it's gonna be odd.
Yeah, I know probably 10, 12 years ago, they had a regular season game, and I remember coming up and watching it because it was on a Thursday and we played on Friday. And, very competitive game. And I expect next week will be a very competitive game. Kind of like tonight from a contrast of styles. Rockwood's going to want to run the ball, ground and pound. And Coalfield's going to want to mix the run and the pass.
A note that I want to make too, because early on in this game I said it's impressive that Oliver Springs is doing this because they're so young, but Coalfield's young too.
Yeah, there were some questions about what's this Coalfield team actually going to be, because they had some guys who were stepping up into positions and not been starters before, obviously. But as the season's gone on, and as Coach Napier has kind of guided that schedule and guided that process, and this coaching staff. I want to brag on that too. Both of these teams have really good assistant coaches on those coaching staffs as well. Coalfield has found some answers, and they figured some things out about this team.
Yeah, so a great football game. The fourth week in a row, we've had a really, really good football team. A really good football game, I mean. So I'm really happy about that. And I think this is the fourth week in a row, too, that we had a scenario set up so that we could possibly go to overtime. It didn't happen.
Oh, well. Yeah, I thought of that, actually, when Oliver Springs went for 2 and didn't get it.
Yeah.
Had they gotten it, it would have taken us out of the overtime picture as well. So,
yeah.
So maybe that overtime game will come, Aaron.
You never know. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a playoff game and it'll go in overtime. You can't ask for anything better than that. I'll tell you what, let's go to commercial. Let's take a break, and then we'll talk about what we're going to do. And then we'll come back, and we'll let you know what that is on our OEB Law Game of the Week.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
Pre-planning it makes the process just so much easier for the family. It relieves them of having to make some difficult decisions at a bad time. I've made arrangements with hundreds of families that I have never had a family come in and say, gee, I wish Mom hadn't have done this. Pre-planning, I think, is one of the best things you can do for your family, is to alleviate those concerns.
At OEB Law, our home is your home, and your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. OEB Law feels like home.
And welcome back to the OEB Law Game of the Week as Coalfield wins here at Rochelle Field. Final score 21-13 over Oliver Springs. You see Coach Harper out there having a nice long talk to his football team. You look at what happened last year. I mentioned it in the first game they played in the regular season. Coalfield wins that one 50-0. And then they meet up again in the third round of the playoffs. Coalfield wins that one 56-0. So we asked, has Oliver Springs taken enough of a step? And they've taken a big step, and you could tell it in this game here.
Yeah, from year one to year two, you lose seniors because they leave, and you have freshmen who come in. But those guys that are here that were on this team last year can feel how much of a difference this year was than last year. I mean, to get beat by 50-some points, and believe me, I've been on those losing ends of those scores. It just sucks the life out of you. Games like this, even though if you don't win, they're still fun to play because they're competitive right up to the very end. And so, Oliver Springs was in this one right up till, the fumble where the ball was stripped out. I think Bunch is the one who stripped the ball out from the Oliver Springs running back.
Yeah.
And so, that's kind of, where it broke down for them. But still, they were trying to get save some clock and, and do some things at the end. But when you compare last year to this year, I think you can see that big improvement. Now, here's the other thing. I think this rematch may come around again in the playoffs as well. My last year as head coach, we played Oliver Springs regular season. They beat us at their place, but then they came to our field the second round, and we beat them pretty good. And so, sometimes you get a do-over in life, and you get another opportunity to get things right. And so we may see a rematch of these two teams again because they're both very good teams.
And, something that, I've said, because it makes sense to me, but a coach. I've not been able to get a coach to verify it. If you lose in that first game, I feel like you have an advantage in the second game in that you know what didn't work. So that gives you an opportunity to try something different. Whereas if you're the winning team, you know what did work, except the other team also knows what works. So they're going to come back and try to stop it. So in that way, especially in like close games like this, I kind of feel like the team that lost has a little bit of an advantage from that standpoint.
I think they do in close ball games. Evenly matched teams. It's hard to beat a team twice in the same year. I've always said that, especially in football. And so, and I think that rematch would be a game to see.
I got a surprise for you.
Okay.
Maryville, a winner over Alcoa, 24-21.
No way.
Wow.
It was tied 21-21 late in the fourth. Maryville kicked a field goal, I'm guessing, right there at the very end. And the Red Rebels defeat the Tornadoes 24-21.
We're on TV.
Oh, look at that. I have bunny ears.
Bunny ears.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
It's, I picked Alcoa in that one. I said it'd be tight. Never thought Maryville would pull that one off.
I didn't either. In fact, in the pregame I said that I was taking Alcoa in the points. Oh, and you were talking about games that come down to the very end. I've got one for you. At the start of the fourth quarter, Anderson County leads Gibbs 55-0.
With a running clock, obviously.
Yeah, I tell you, this is interesting too. Bradley Central, with 3:18 left to go in the game, leads Cleveland 29-26. If Cleveland could pull off that upset, that could throw that region into chaos.
That region would get real interesting, and the tiebreakers and figuring all that stuff out would be very, very tedious, as my neighbor Charlie used to say. It's awful tedious, and for him that meant complicated and difficult to figure out.
I was searching my brain for a definition to that word. I like it. Oak Ridge pulled away finally from Lenore City. They win that one 30-12. Oak Ridge with a region championship in Derek Rang's first year.
Yeah, he's done a nice job there. The only really blemish I can think of was getting tossed down McMinn Central or McMinn County.
Yeah.
And but other than that, Coach Gaddis had to come in as a stand-in for the Clinton game and got the win. So.
Yeah, I can't believe that he got those sideline warnings. 4 sideline warnings.
Well, it's like when the officials would ask me, who's your get-back coach? I'd say it's me. And they said, well, no, who's your get-back coach? I said, it's me. Who are you going to throw out if we don't do it right? And they said, well, you. I said, okay, so I'm the guy that's responsible. I'm going to make sure they're back. So.
Yeah, we just saw quarterback Luke Treese on the field.
Yeah, that was his mama.
And
Miss Stacy Treese. Where's Dad? I hadn't seen
right
Dad.
There on the right side of the screen there.
Okay.
You can see it right there. And there he is on the right side of your screen.
Okay, yeah, I see him there. That's my boss.
Yeah, Morgan County Director of Schools, David Treese. Proud of his poppy tonight.
Oh, yeah.
How about this one? Clinton leads Carnes 48-18.
That's a little bigger score. I thought a couple scores, maybe 2 touchdowns, but I didn't see one that big.
West goes on to defeat Halls. Final score 20-9.
Okay, a little closer than I thought.
Yeah. But the big score from tonight, Maryville defeating Alcoa. And I told you, when was it? It was the last time, I believe it was the year 2000. Maryville started the season with 4 straight losses before they went on to win a state championship. I don't know. I'm not saying that that's going to happen again, but I think Alcoa was regarded as probably the best team in the state, probably. So for Maryville to get that win, not just did they get the win, but they did that at Alcoa.
At Alcoa, exactly.
That's a big deal. Now, Maryville's going to have to go on the road to start the playoffs.
Have we heard an Oakdale Rockwood score? I've not heard that one since the half.
I did see an update. Hey, Naomi.
Say, hey, Allie, who?
The dog on the field. Got to keep the dog warmed up.
Who let the dogs out?
It's a good-looking dog. And a Gap hoodie. So there was an update here. Let me see if I can find it for you. Region 2. In the fourth quarter, Rockwood is up in that one 29-18.
Okay.
So Oakdale down, what was it, 20-8, I want to say?
26. 20-6.
20-6. So they've held Rockwood to 9 while scoring 12 themselves, so they've won the second half. But I'd imagine they're running out of time in that one. Powell came back and doubled up on McMinn County. Panthers win 28-14. So
I give her $40 to me.
So we'll see that Clinton team next Friday. They play Heritage.
Clinton at Heritage at Clinton.
That's right. So we'll get to go back there. I always enjoy going there. And then we'll be back on the roof next week when Rockwood comes to town to face these Yellow Jackets. And that'll be a big game for Rockwood.
Yeah, 2 games next week.
Yeah.
Thursday and Friday.
Yeah. That'll be fun. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult getting to those games, getting prepped for them. But you know what? I'm all for it. We've done it before. It'll be your first experience with it with our broadcast team, but it'll be fun.
It'll be fun. The only thing that I'm really kind of worried about is the prep. The preparation you do to get ready for a game. You're studying some film that you can get, and you're looking at stats and all of that. We'll have to do double that for next week.
Yeah, I'll get with you and we'll get that figured out. But I tell you what, we will get out of here and we'll see you next week, next Thursday. It's Coalfield and Rockwood right here. And then we've got Heritage at Clinton there. So thank you to all of our sponsors. For Brad Jones, for Coach Dan Shoemaker, I'm Aaron Harvey. Good night, everybody.
Ford in Clinton, we believe in turning moments into memories. From life's milestones and growing families, Ford is there every step of the way. 2023 Ford Bronco 2-door 4x4, $51,885. 2024 Ford Edge all-wheel drive SEL, $38,803. A 2023 F-150 4x4 Super Cab, $46,985. Local you trust, a new Ford your family can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
Pre-planning it makes the process just so much easier for the family. It relieves them of having to make some difficult decisions at a bad time. I've made arrangements with hundreds of families that I have never had a family come in and say, gee, I wish Mom hadn't have done this. Pre-planning, I think, is one of the best things you can do for your family, just to alleviate those concerns.
At OEB Law, our home is your home, and your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. OEB Law feels like home.